Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Presently, we are here in your past, speaking to you in our future. It boggles the mind. You are tuning in to episode 6 of the Brothers from Another Mothership podcast, BFAM for short, as we want y'all to be a part of our family. This is a monthly video game podcast from 4 brothers from other mothers, which may or may not involve extraterrestrial life. If you could rate the show 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice, we greatly appreciate it. I'm Quagmire, also known as the Quaggy King of the Xenobabes, and I'm here with 3 of my other brothers tonight. Ron, how you doing today, man?
Doing well, Councilman. Mischief guys, it seems like it's been a while for some strange reason, even though it hasn't been, but it seems like it's been a while.
It does feel like it's been a while.
It does feel long. It really does.
Real Matt, how's it going?
What? Come on. Let's not do that. Come on.
Hey, Ron threw out a nickname, so I thought I'd keep the nickname train going.
We're both real. We're both Matts. Okay? Let's not do that.
Hey,
I'm doing well. I'm happy.
In the age of AI, I may not be real.
Oh, God.
Never know.
I mean, he has a point. He's not wrong. It's just saying AI is taking
possible.
over.
Well, I guess it's bound to at some point for us to have AI friends. I just didn't think it'd be happening so early in my life. In my life, but fine.
Well, some of us won't.
I'm doing well.
Marcus will not. You saw how he attacked Claude the other day.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Marcus does hate AI. I do remember that.
It's true.
He attacked all of them.
Yes, all of them. It's such an inside joke where nobody has any idea what we're talking about.
It's fine.
I don't even know what's happening.
We don't need to tell them?
Yeah.
We don't need to tell them?
Okay.
We should. No? Just leave it. Too bad.
Maybe we should
Figure out
explain at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Maybe explain at the end of the show to make sure everyone stays till the end of the show. We'll do that.
There you go.
Bam. There you go.
You like that?
Stay all the way to the end if you want to know.
Last but not least, father of the Marcus Network himself. Marcus, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little jealous seeing everybody with their beach pictures, you especially, Quag. Yeah. Matt talking about the beach. It snowed here this week, and they're calling for snow again this week.
That's not right.
So
it ain't right.
It really is not right, and I've had enough. I'm sick of seeing pictures. I'm sick of the snow. I'm just sick of it. So
come on down.
It's time. I don't know about that.
Plenty of warm weather going on right now, so yeah, feel free.
Come on down.
Maybe I'll join Matt in Mexico. I'm not so sure about the travel to the U.S. these days. At least not right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Because of the orange. Okay.
Yeah, but I said totally fair.
No.
Yeah.
Can't blame you there. So
Yeah.
Sure.
Brutal.
all right, y'all. Well, I don't have a Quaggy's Corner, and I felt like I didn't have one last time, so I need to fix that for next time. So that's going to be my homework. I've already been talked into pre-show. Apparently, I've been playing too many games, so maybe I'll do no games for next time, and I'll just.
I'm not sure that's going to be possible.
We'll just see what happens. It sounds like a challenge now, so maybe
no games.
I'll do it out of spite.
No games on a video game podcast. Let's see how the community likes that.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, see how it goes. But I want to give you guys an opportunity. Did you guys have anything non-gaming that maybe you wanted to talk about? Something you're excited about, or anything you want to chat about before we jump into our topic?
No.
I'm finally catching up on TV shows.
Oh yeah,
not new ones. Not new ones, by the way.
We can do that.
Okay.
TV shows, yeah.
Well, there's no good new TV shows anyway, so you're good. What old TV are you watching?
I'm continuing my marathoning of Supernatural.
Okay.
I've lost track of which season I'm on.
Dear God, I thought you were done with this.
Yeah, no, I think I want to say maybe like season 11 or 12. Here, I'll test your knowledge because I've lost track. It's the season where Sam gets possessed by an angel. Do you remember that? Do you remember that arc, Ron?
I had one run of that. I have not watched it since.
It's been a while.
So you will be out of luck with me.
So it's been a while. I've always been watching it. Like I usually have it playing in the background when I work out. But I've done something recently yesterday, and on one hand I'm quite disgusted by doing it. By the other hand, I really liked it. So I was like, I just realized I was like, I watch Supernatural in the background when I work out, and I watch the Resident Evil Netflix series in the background. I'll talk about that in a bit. And I was like, well, if I watch in the background when I work out, I could just watch it in the background while I play video games. So I do whatever. See, Mark is making that face. He's like, you're like Gen Z or whatever it is the
can't do
kids are
that.
doing where they got 3 devices open. Yep, I did. I was playing on my sweet potato while I had the TV in the background, wasting electricity and bandwidth. But you know what? I liked it. I was playing video games and I'm listening to Dean Winchester with his one-liners. I'm like, this is actually pretty good, guys. I really had a good
This
Friday
sounds
night
like
with
something a robot would say. Oh, here we go.
That's right.
Real Matt wouldn't do that, eh? I liked it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I mean, I do. I guess I do that. I don't watch like television shows, but I watch. I have like the game on, hockey game, baseball game on in the background while I'm sitting on my Steam Deck. So I do that, but
Okay.
not something that I need to like focus
Same.
attention. Yeah, and I guess if you've
I'm
seen
not
the show
focusing.
before, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But
It's
Matt,
at
you've
least-
seen that show before,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why you can get away with it. You wouldn't do that for a show you've never watched, right?
No, so like the other TV shows I am watching, like I'm locked in, like Daredevil,
Yeah.
Born Again, The Boys, like I'm watching properly. But Supernatural, I was like, okay, I can play video games, and same thing. I've been watched the Resident Evil series on Netflix. Same thing, played video games, and yeah, that show's awful. And everyone knows I'm a Capcom board member, and that it's atrocious. Like I would even argue it's actually worse than most of the movies. Like it's
oh
just
my, that's saying a lot.
it's very bad action. It's nonsensical. It's got a lot of cringe moments, and I don't think they were meant to be cheese. I think they were trying to be funny. The only redeeming part really is the actor that plays Albert Wesker, Lance Riddick. He's phenomenal, and I think he really enjoyed the role that he got to play. So if you don't care for Resident Evil, don't watch this. And if you do like Resident Evil, maybe just YouTube the Wesker parts on YouTube and just watch some shorts of Lance Reddick being Wesker, and that's it. Like otherwise, like it was really, really bad. But anyways, yeah, I'm starting to catch up on TV because I've been in a gaming funk after Resident Evil Requiem, but it's not a bad thing because I haven't, sat down and kind of watched TV shows. And yeah, I'm kind of motivated to watch what's that movie? Weapons? Because that director is the one who is directing the new Resident Evil movie. So I'm like, okay, let me see his body of work. Because Weapons apparently is a very good horror movie, so let me give it a
People
chance.
say
So
it's very good.
It's on my radar. You guys watch it?
I've heard good
I
things.
haven't seen it yet.
No.
No, got a lot of good reviews, so willing to check it out. But yeah, gaming-ish, but not really. Just old TV.
It's okay. Look, I was going to say the same. I mean, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I finally got around to watching that because people at work kept talking about it. It was damn good. I really enjoyed it. I was like, that's a nice little warm up for House of the Dragon. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, looking forward to that. So was pleasantly surprised. That was good stuff. So glad to see that the trend of post last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones has been good stuff after that. So I'm cool with that.
interesting.
Got around to Fallout Season 2. I enjoyed it. I know some people had some gripes about
Yes.
it, but I thought Season 2 was damn good too. I enjoyed that as well. So that was another one. Young Sherlock just wrapped that
Excellent.
up last night. Young Sherlock was very entertaining. I was like, okay, this is good stuff. Really looking forward to Season 2 with the way that ended off. So yeah, I've been on a good little TV show run lately.
Nice. Ron, Fallout, do you still prefer season 1 over 2? Or do you...
Me and Matt had a talk about this, man, and golly, it's hard to choose. I want to say I think I would lean more towards season 2, to be honest.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I really enjoyed season 1. Season 1
I
was
did too, yeah.
really fantastic, surprising to me how great it was. But I don't know, man. Season 2, I think I have to give that the edge.
Okay.
It just steamrolls its way. It's just there's like no slow down moments. There's like the pacing's fantastic, and
Yeah, they don't really fuck
Ron and I were
around in this
talking
one. They
about
kind of
it,
get it
like-
going right from the get go, and they keep it
Yeah.
going for the most part. So yeah, man.
there's good arcs. There's good character
There
arcs
is.
that are
There's a lot of good
very
stuff there.
surprising. Yeah, and badass moments. Like just I don't know what show people watched when they said that season 2 is not as strong as season 1 or whatever critiques
Yeah,
they
I
had.
gotta
Like,
disagree with that.
I was
yeah.
good to TV. Loved
Okay.
it.
I mean,
I was just gonna ask, what if somebody thought season 1 of Fallout was kind of mediocre? Would
damn.
season 2 turn them around on that?
I think so. I think
It
so.
would.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
The pacing's faster. The pacing is faster.
It is.
I mean, it's still Fallout.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what your gripes were about season 1.
Yeah, Marcus, could find out and report back next month.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I'll
Spoiler
take
Give it a
alert,
chance.
he will not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Come on,
say
he'll
that,
try.
'cause-
I think he'll try.
So,
I think he's gotta
Marcus,
try.
do you like the Fallout games at all?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm
not the biggest Fallout fan
indifferent.
either.
Yeah.
I like 3. New
Hmm.
Vegas, I had to try to replay once the remake comes out because my poor PS3 couldn't handle New Vegas.
You didn't like the PowerPoint edition run?
It was hard enough to get through 3. So, but I think you should go ahead and give 2 a chance. I think you might enjoy that more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should try it.
Just watch a few episodes, like even like 2, and if you're not hooked by episode 1 or 2, then
I'll say for sure. If 2
going.
hasn't got you wanting to finish it out, then yeah,
Then
I
you
would
don't
say
need to continue through that.
yeah, don't finish then.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking TV, I've been watching. Lindsay and I have been making our way through season 2 of The Pit. We kind of wanted to wait until the whole series had kind of, and we're just like burning through episodes. It's so good.
I heard it's a
I
good
mean,
show.
if you liked ER, this is a faster pace ER. It's more intense ER. It's really good, really well written. Yeah, it's hard to just watch one episode. To be perfect, you just want to roll right into the next one.
I can't seem to get into doctor shows anymore. I watched ER and I went through all of that, and it's just like now ever since every doctor show has come afterwards, I just can't. I can't watch it. I watch 2 episodes and then I'm just done. That's the same for all of them, like Grey's Anatomy. I tried Scrubs, and I was just like, well, this seems fine.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you don't like
I never
Scrubs?
stuck with it.
Ah.
It isn't that I don't like it. It's just it doesn't compel me
keep you
too much to
hooked.
keep watching.
Right.
That's
Okay.
the problem, and all of them like that. That's why I haven't even bothered watching The Pit. It's great things I've heard about it. I'm just like, I gotta feel that I was going to end up doing the same.
The Pit is like ER crossed with 24 because it's like an hour per episode, like in real time. So it's all happening over the course of
24 out there. Like, wait a minute now, because 24 was my.
It's pretty intense. So it's good.
Okay.
Try that 1 or 2 episodes, and if you have access to it already.
Yeah,
and
I do.
If that doesn't hook you, then you won't be hooked. But I suspect most people that watch it will be just after a couple episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife watched
after season 2 of Paradise, and then I'll try that.
Okay. Yeah, my wife watched most of season 1 and then just abruptly stopped, and I don't really know why. But yeah, I mean, she was like binging through it and then just stopped. But now we don't have HBO Max anymore, so oh well.
Yeah.
We're cheap. Well,
hey, I'm cheap. What can I say?
Hey man, times are hard.
They
you
are.
gotta pick your poison. You gotta pick your poison.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame the orange, not the apple, right? All right. So, I thought now would be a good time to segue into our topic. Go check out the center of the universe. We're gonna do news again. We really enjoyed doing it a few months ago. We thought there was a lot going on, so we figured let's do it again. So, got a few stories here. Thought we'd mention the first one. Kind of makes me sad because it's going to make me playing Grand Theft Auto 6 much harder. But PS5 went up in price again. If I was a professional podcaster, I would have actually pulled up all the prices, but I don't have them in front of me. Does anyone know? I think the Pro is $900
Too
US.
much.
Too much.
Too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
so
over
which is a
1,000
good
in
way to
Canada.
sum it up. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's over 1,000 in
I think
Canada
so.
for the Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm pretty sure. I think it's close to 1,200 for the Pro, and the Pro
Yikes.
doesn't come with the disc drive, right? It's a digital.
Wait, is that true?
Correct. I'm pretty sure the Pro is a
I
digital
actually don't
system,
know.
and then
Yeah, I was
I don't
about
know.
to say because I never paid attention to the Pro because I never planned on getting it, so I am not sure about that.
someone can fact check me later and tell me later in the comments. But
People
I
are
believe
yelling
I'll
at
take
the earbuds.
But
Yeah.
the Pro is digital, so if you're somebody like me that's physical and you want the Pro,
Damn.
1,200 plus the disc drive, that's before tax.
Yeah.
It's wild, and all of it went up. And I mean, I'll kick it off. I understand why it's happening. Anybody who's been paying attention to the news, the economy is horrendous, and obviously other pressures. This is not a surprise, right? When Xbox raised their prices, it was very easy, and I'm probably one of them. That was easy just to make fun of them, but it was just a matter of time for everybody else. And just listen, Nintendo's will have to do it too, 100%. Like
Yep, it's coming.
I'm
Yeah.
it's coming. I'm sure they all have their stockpile of RAM or whatever. Like it's gonna run out, and they will eventually have to pay the exorbitant new prices for RAM, and they'll have to raise prices in order to reduce their loss or break even. So it's not shocking, but I still find this very disheartening because even hypothetically speaking, let's say few years later, economy gets better, miraculously AI is gone or whatever it is, and RAM prices aren't like ridiculous. I don't suspect these companies will be like, oh, well, RAM's cheaper. We're going to reduce our prices again. Would they? You tell me if I'm wrong.
It's going to depend.
Are they just
I
going to
think
stick
it's
to
going
their
to depend.
prices?
It depends on if they're shipping them out and people are buying them. I mean, if sales have stagnated completely, I think at some point in time, if it kind of regulates itself, they'll probably sit there and kind of kick it back to what it was. But man, it's hard to say. I mean, it's a mess, and it's like you said, Nintendo's going to have to sit there and do it as well. It's not just PlayStation. It's not just Xbox. Now, Xbox did jump the gun way before everybody else. They probably shouldn't have been doing it in the beginning. They should have been trying to sell some Xboxes by keeping the price in check. But I guess they wanted to go ahead and just get it started beforehand.
Get it over with. Yep.
Yeah. Well, but I think the suspicion with that, Ron, was that Sony actually had like PS5s like in a warehouse type thing, where almost like Microsoft was kind of making them as they go because they weren't selling as much.
Yeah.
So PlayStation or Sony actually already had them assembled somewhere, but now they got to the point where now we got to make more. Now they're actually going to hit that. But again, no one came out and said that, but that was just some speculation just because of how much.
Well, there was an article at some point when they were saying that. I think they were saying that PlayStation and Nintendo were hoping that the RAM that they did have was going to be good enough for the end of the year, and they weren't going to have to raise prices. But as you can see, Sony, I guess, I don't know if they overstated or they were just like, what, we might as well go ahead and just get it going now. It's hard to say, but I mean, I get it, man. I mean, between tariffs, between the AI shit, they got no choice. They do have companies to run. But man, talk about a bad time. I mean, the timing of it is just kind of horrible. Gas prices out of control. Food prices are still shit. It's numerous things, and it's just like, well, that's one more thing to add to the pile. So, like I said, I get it. I know companies got to take care of themselves, but it's one of those things. Like, could you have maybe waited just a little bit longer, just to sit there and try to help folks out? But I mean, at least they gave a heads up, and they were like, hey, you got about a week or some change to get these prices while they're good, and then after that we're changing it to this and this. So I guess it's good that they gave a heads up, but it still sucks. I mean, we're in a weird generation. I mean, where by this time everything should be $150 less than when it was at launch, and now it looks like the people who got it at launch they lucked out. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Wild times.
I'm kicking myself for not buying a 4090 instead of the 4080 I got, because I could have spent $500 more. It'd been $1,500 for a 4090 back in into 2024. If I want to get a 4090 now, it's like $3,500.
Yeah, I mean, who knew? Who knew was going to be in this position? I mean, yeah, that is crazy, man. I'm not even sure what to say about that. I mean, be looking years back and be like, this will be the only generation where things went, completely sideways and just completely out of control. Hopefully this will not be a sign of generations to come, because I don't know. And now I'm like, well, how far off is the PS6 then? And what are we going to have to pay for that if it's not far off?
I'm really worried. Sure. Yeah, I'm really worried about that.
That's actually where I want to go with this, because I don't know that I have anything more to add to like why this is happening or are by surprise at why this is happening. We know that it's happening. How is this going to affect what you guys choose to do over the next few years in terms of hardware? I know, Quag, you are in the market. Like, how is this affecting you right now? Like, what are your purchase decisions? Is everybody going to be kind of holding off? I know, like, does it really not change and just means you have less disposable income for other things? Or like, what are you guys planning to do about all of this stuff?
So I had a lot of people like pinging me, hey, you got a week or whatever long to buy one. And I'm just like, it's kind of the same reason I haven't bought the Switch 2 yet. It's like, I don't really want to just buy the thing and then put it on the shelf to then wait for the thing. Because like part of me part of me thinks that Grand Theft Auto is still not coming out this year, right? And like, how silly would I be to buy something I'm not going to use?
Fair.
That's
fair.
I don't know, like, same reason. Like, yes, I could have saved what $50 or $100 depending on what model I got, but I just like, I have more games. I could stop buying games today and be fine. And as you can tell from the show notes that we'll talk about later, I'm still buying games anyway. But but it's just like, I don't know. I can't do it. Like if it was out, I probably would bite the bullet and like so I can play GTA 6 now, but it's not, and I'm skeptical.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know at this point in time. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess it just really depends on when Sony announces that they'll be dropping the PlayStation 6. So say now they've pushed off plans and they put things on hold, waiting to see how this goes. If it's next year, man, I don't know. I mean, I'm in the same situation as Quag. I got 150 something games on my backlog. I have plenty of games to keep me busy, but at the same time, if we are still going through these things with the RAM crisis, like, do I not buy this at launch and have to risk it being $100, $200 more by the time, 2028, 2029 rolls around? So it's like, man, I don't know. It's really going to depend on what that price is. I mean, the standard, but PS5 digital edition, I think, is already at $599 here in America. PS6, pretty sure it's going to probably be more powerful for sure. Don't know by how much, but there's no way if this is $599 now and they plan on doing the PS6 release next year, that thing's probably going to be damn $699, $799 maybe. I don't know, man. It's really going to depend, but like I said, it's going to take the crisis kind of getting under control a little bit for me to kind of say, yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and get this at launch so I don't have to risk buying it $100 and $200 more later.
Yeah.
Do you think a PlayStation 6 would be cheaper than the PS5 Pro? Because that's when I see $900 Pro, I'm thinking like, well, surely the PS6, even if it's like $50 or $100 more, surely it's going to be more.
I wish I had a source for it because I'm inclined to agree with Matt said no. I saw that Sony is targeting a lower price for the PS6, lower than the PS5 Pro.
The Pro is very much just kind of I don't want to say it's a niche thing, but that's for kind of people who want all the extra doodads or whatever, because the regular PS5 doesn't have all that. The PS6 is going to be standard where they're going to have all that stuff and maybe then some. But how are you going to sit there and engage?
But if it does come in lower than the PS5 Pro, they might as well just burn all the PS5 Pro units they're not going to sell a single one of those things.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, there's no point in having that. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, at some point in time, you're going to have to sit there and get to like, you're wasting all your RAM chips on, a whole bunch of different SKUs or whatever. I'm pretty sure Sony would prefer it to sit there and just have the PlayStation 6, the digital edition, that's it. You want to sit there and get a drive for it, here it is separately. We're not doing two different SKUs because times are hard. Who knows how they're going to approach that? But I wouldn't be surprised if the PS6 comes out and Sony's like, hey, this is your last chance to get the PS5 Pro. That's going to be it. But man, at this point, we're just kind of just throwing darts at the wall. I mean, who knows? Everything's so crazy. It's like the Wild Wild West right now. So it's hard to say.
Yeah.
How's
it going to affect you, Matt? You were obviously looking into the Pro. You knew enough that it has a disk drive, apparently, or doesn't have a disk drive.
It doesn't.
So,
Dang.
Were you considering getting a Pro? And these increases, has that changed it? If so,
Pro wasn't on my radar. I just, I'm into video games. I keep an eye on it. But PS6, like, I'll be quite frank about it. Like, I'm not sure I'm not sure what's going to happen, and I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do. And that's kind of very scary.
Fair. Yeah.
Because PS5, PS4, it's like, I'm getting it. I just don't know when. Whether it's at launch for this game, whether it's going to drop on sale at this price. It's like, I'm going to get it. It sounds doom and gloom, but I'm actually not sure what I'll do with PS6. Like, I know I joke around to be quite and all the time, like, I got to do the PowerPoint, get permission from my wife, but she's actually quite supportive of my hobbies. She is. So if a PS6 is $1,400 and I said, I really want to buy it, we'll talk about it. She wants me to be happy. She'll let me buy it. But I'm saying this right now. I don't think I feel comfortable spending that kind of money
agreed.
on just the console just the console itself. Like, I don't think I do. I have a lot of difficulty, and it's my favorite hobby, but that's just such a high price, and that's just the beginning, and then we'll talk about it later with the cost of games and stuff. So I don't know what to do, guys. Yeah, because like in my mind, like I can wait because most. I mean, listen. Let's look at the launch of PS5 games. Most of the first party, Horizon, God of War Ragnarok, also on PS4. The only Resident Evil games that was exclusive to PS5 was Requiem. Village and RE4, they were on the PS4. So in theory, in my head, I'm like, my favorite IPs I can wait. They'll probably be released on PS5. But then if we continue with this trend of like, well, the cheapest is at launch. If you wait even more, it gets more expensive.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I don't want to spend $1,700 on a console. So I'm very disheartened. I'll be quite frank. I'm quite concerned about what's going to happen. And it's just like Ron said, like, it's just throwing, listen, 5 years ago, if you said like, hey, your OG PS5 is gonna be worth more. PS5 Pro is gonna be $1,300 in Canada. It's like, I would have been like, you're out of your mind. But here we are.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen, and yeah, I am quite nervous. I'll be quite honest. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Think of it this way, though: when the PS6 does come, if they do push it back, that launch lineup should be off the chain. That might be the greatest PlayStation launch lineup of all times, because according to what the rumors are saying is that it's going to play 4, it's going to play PlayStation 5 games, and then 6 games. And then if they get delayed, that means that everybody who's working on something, it should be ready to go by then. So then you have maybe that extra little $800, $900, hopefully not $1,000, will entice people to say, you know what, look at this launch lineup of all these games.
Look at all these games.
Yeah. Maybe Naughty Dog will actually have something there. You never know.
No, it's not being crazy, Ron.
Yeah. Whoa.
Maybe Naughty Dog will have the fine. Yeah, maybe they'll have 2 games for it. You never know.
Well,
Last of Us and Intergalactic.
No, it'll
Can you
just be
imagine?
Last of Us, Pedro Pascal edition.
It
We're
might.
waiting for that.
It might.
That's the launch.
But the Quag, they might surprise you. They might even have Uncharted, which 3 Naughty Dog games.
Okay.
Just think of it. 3 Naughty Dog games at launch? What? Like,
Wow.
what? It could happen.
That's called winning.
Please believe
that
me.
would be winning, my friend.
Marcus, what about you, man?
Well, I think I've been thinking about this, obviously, not just because it was in the show doc, but how am I going to plan this out? And I think the solution that I've come to is I'm going Steam Machine, and I probably will get it very close to launch, and I'm just going to hold off on PlayStation, and I'll save the money because I play mostly indies anyways. You guys know this, our listeners know this, and the sales on Steam, I'm going to save money that way, and that will kind of help fund and offset, I guess, the cost of the console. I'm almost never I don't play that many big first party games, certainly not at release anyways.
That's true.
Having like the kind of the newest PlayStation hardware, it's not the pull that it once was for me. So I think that's the route I'm going. Assuming it comes out anytime, at all, I suppose. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting right now. So yeah.
Yeah, totally fair though. And smart. I mean, that's true.
It's a good way to go.
Steam Machine. I always kind of forget about it, which I should. But we've been so in the dark with the news on it lately, which is
it's true.
Fair.
We'll have to see where things all settle out with it. If it comes, when it comes, how much it ends up being. But if they were aiming for a console like experience from the start, I can't see it being. I mean, Christ, we're talking about the PS5 Pro in Canada being $1,200 anyways. Like, could it be that much more than that? I can't see it being that much more than that.
I don't think so, man. They'll shoot themselves in the foot if they come out the gate with that.
Yeah. So, and then, like I said, Steam games are cheap, and the indies are already cheap. There's Steam sales all the time.
There's Steam sales all the time.
So,
true indeed.
I feel like I'll kind of like save on the back end by the games that I'm playing anyways, and I'm going to get that console experience that I prefer. So yeah, I think that's where I've settled.
Yeah, that's Sounds smart. I mean, I haven't counted the Steam Machine out just yet either. So once they drop that price in it and let us know what it's going to cost, man, I'm not out the gate of it yet. I'm still interested.
You're still looking for that RAM.
Can I ask you, PC guys, is this going to be an issue for PC? Like, I don't like if you have a good decent PC now, does that mean like you're set for the next 10 years, or no, you need new parts or whatever in like 3 years? And then that means these new prices of RAM is going to impact you as well. So you're set for like how's this work?
So I've been on like a pretty consistent, like every 7 years I get a new PC, and that doesn't mean that I max everything out for 7 years. Basically now, obviously with it being pretty new, like, you know, playing RE4 right now, like at max settings. Looks beautiful, by the way. We'll talk more about that later. But I'm sure, you know, whatever game comes out 6 years from now, I'll probably have to play it like medium or, you know, type setting. But like I make it work. But I mean, you do have some people that they're upgrading every other year. So I am hoping that this will last me 5, 6. Like I said, I've really gotten 7 years out of every computer I've built. This is my third one. So but.
So it really depends on like your purchasing habits and like your preference for your PC settings. Like if you're somebody that's like, I want maxed out settings all the times, which means you're upgrading all the time.
Yep.
That means you're going to be hurt by all the price increases.
It's going to depend on the games you play too. I mean, like Marcus said, he plays a lot of indie games, and that's not graphic, you know, intensive, which is fine. The indie games are totally, they're pushing for a different thing. Most of them are always kind of more about fun and story. They're not there for the graphic part of it. And so if you're playing games that are within that realm, then shit, you should be able to get quite a bit out of a strong computer for quite a long time. So it really just depends on the games that you play.
Okay. It really depends, but either way, all of us are unhappy about these price increases.
There you go.
And Matt, as much as I want you to buy and build a computer, now would not be the time.
Yeah, not right now.
Missed that ship for sure. No
you
kidding.
did. Oh, you man. Did. You just gonna have to hold on to that laptop a little longer.
Oh my god. I can barely open up like Google Chrome, for goodness sake. Oh god. Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah. PS5 price increases, no fun. But speaking of price increases, and Matt, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this one because I know you're team physical, but Nintendo basically confirmed that now their physical games are going to cost more. So kind of makes sense, but kind of hate it.
I was going to say, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but not the way they're phrasing it. Because, like, yes, tariffs, fine. Stuff costs more physically to ship, fine. But it was just, like, so annoying when they came out and said, like, no, we're not raising the prices on the physical. We're lowering the price on the digital.
Yeah, they probably should have worded it totally different than what they did.
And I'm looking at Yoshi, and I'm like, there is no way that this was like, you're lying. You've increased the game on physical. No, because I think it's like $99.99 physical, and I'm like, no. This was not meant to be $89 physical. And then like it's annoying. And like Quag said, I get it. Is this going to change my buying habits? Like, I mean, just generally speaking, to be quite frank, like seeing the price tags of games at like $99.99 at launch, like it's very, very hard. Like and what's funny is like even like when I'm adding games to my Deku deals list, like I'm used to setting it to like my double D list. I'm used to setting it to like 40, and I'm like, oh, you want like 60% off, and I was like, oh, that's I'm gonna be waiting for a while. Then I
guess Nintendo games even go below 30% off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, maybe I should.
You gotta wait a while.
Maybe I'm being unrealistic. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I think if Nintendo games are $100, then a good sale would be 70, like 69. And I'm just like, oh
shit, that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. That's what I'm holding out for 3 years from now to play like, you know, Metroid Prime 4. I'm like, this is just
good thing me and Marcus don't have to worry about those things.
It's not an insignificant reason why I don't like Nintendo. I'm not a big fan of Nintendo. Is because their games don't ever go on sale. Like honestly, like
I've heard people say that usually most of the time when we're 30% off is the best you're going to get, and it's going to take a long time.
It's not the only reason, but by any means. But it's just like that is one of the factors that had pushed me away from the ecosystem. honestly.
Fair.
It's it's like 3 years before that happens. Those kind of sales,
man.
like
Yeah,
it's
see,
like
that's wild.
2-3 years.
And I
Marcus,
get it.
I mean,
I'm
like a
pretty sure
pre-sale.
Nintendo holds their value and keeps their games up there. Like, oh, this is top tier. You must pay full price for this. But good grief, man.
Yeah, Marcus,
Like-
that's fair. When I was maining Switch, like I was buying almost all my games at launch, and you know, now with mostly playing on PC, I'm basically waiting for 50% or more sale constantly. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man.
It's more the principle. It's not even that I couldn't afford it. It's just like I don't like having to
How
pay
dare
that.
you, Nintendo?
And, yeah, and it's like, especially if it's a game that's been out for a year and a half, and I can't get more than it's almost never on sale. Screw that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey still probably like $89.99.
Yeah.
It's hard to justify it when you got like AAA blockbusters that go on at least like usually 3-4 months from now. They're already at like 35 or 40% off. And then by a year out, they're 50% off. And then you said, you got the Nintendo games. It's year 4 that the game is out. And the lowest it's ever been is 15%. You're like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man.
That's why you just buy them at launch. They got it figured out.
It's wild, man. It's wild. And people buy them. So I mean, I guess we're the ones that are wrong on that.
I guess so.
I've been a big proponent of like, I mean, I still do it, but I try not to. But like, I rarely do buy like used games because I'm like, I want to support this hobby, this industry. So I try to buy, officially from EB Games, Amazon, so that it goes back to companies, developers. But if you're telling me that like $69.99 plus tax is my sale price for a Nintendo Switch 2 game, I can't justify it anymore, guys. Like I will have to go to Facebook Marketplace and just tough it out and pay $65 without tax or whatever.
I mean, they push you to do it, man. I mean, I mean, like you said, if they did what everybody else did as far as sales go, then yeah, you could be like, okay, I can hold off a year. I'll just wait and at least get 30-40% off. But you can't do that with their games. But we gotta be honest. Digital games should be cheaper anyway. This whole thing of digital and physical, games being the same price is bullshit. Like you don't have a case. You don't have to. Manuals already kind of got tossed to the side years ago. So it's like, what exactly is the difference here? If the same damn price and digitally, that's all you're doing. And I don't want to hear any crap about server space. What?
Get out of here!
Yeah, don't give me that. There's absolutely no reason why a physical and digital game should be the same. Digital should be cheaper. So they need to make this a standard thing where digital games are cheaper in the first place, because it just doesn't make any sense. Like I said, we're not wasting plastic. We're not wasting a disc, even though most of the time, a disc doesn't even come in the shit anymore. You're getting the case and that's it, and a code. But they got to fix that, because this whole digital physical thing being the same prices, they should have stopped that a long time ago.
I just liked it better when Nintendo had the voucher system. I don't know if Sony has anything similar like this, but with Nintendo, they discontinued it maybe because they're losing money on it. But you could basically buy 2 vouchers for $100, and then basically you can get, and this is when Switch games were $60. So then you could basically get, a digital game brand new for $10 off, pretty good deal. And that of course only worked if you bought it through the eShop. So it's like digital only, but I prefer if they did like that, where it's a little bit of a discount on digital, which should be cheaper, rather than the opposite, where they're just hiking the price up on the physical one. But
so do you think Sony's going to follow suit? Their physical games are going to go up?
It would be nice. Well, I don't say go up. Keep the physical games the same price, and maybe just knock $10 off of the digital or something. But don't raise prices. Sony's already got enough going on with raising the console price. Mm-hmm. They raise the game price. People are gonna lose their shit. Like Nintendo can get away with that kind of stuff. Their crowd is totally different. Different crowd.
Okay.
Microsoft and Sony cannot do what Nintendo does. That is two totally different fan bases. Nintendo's fan base is in a whole different lane by themselves. Everybody else, no. They do something like that, and you would sit there and see the world burn.
I think Wolverine would sell for $80. No.
Man, there's gonna be people who buy it, but there's gonna be a lot of mouth behind that. People are gonna be talking a lot of shit about that if they did something like that.
I'm still expecting $100 Grand Theft Auto. So just saying.
You know what?
I think so.
I'm gonna say no, mainly for the fact that 2K already knows that they're gonna sell 1 billion copies of it. I don't think they need to even go the $100 route. I don't think they would do it. And Strauss
All right,
Zelnick
well,
seems to
they'll
be a
just
bit
sell
different.
999 million, instead.
And look,
They
it
did
isn't
100.
like
Ranch price.
we don't even know what in the world we're doing with the Grand Theft Auto Online thing. So maybe they'll have $100 edition that combines both. Maybe. I mean, we still don't know what the deal is, if online is going to be its own thing now, or if GTA 6 is going to have a GTA Online 2.0 or whatever. So I guess we had to find out where that goes. But Strauss Zelnick seems to be a bit different than other CEOs of these companies. I think that man knows that he can sit and do a regular full price for Grand Theft Auto, and they're still going to make plenty of money. Grand Theft Auto Online is still generating fucking billions. So I don't think that 2K needs to go that route. But I mean, hey, man, I mean, wilder things have happened. So maybe they would go that route. $100 though, they'll sell copies, but geez, I don't think they'll sit there and sell as many copies if they keep it at 70. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right.
See?
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
No, I said, yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. It could go either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had a couple of rumors that I thought were kind of interesting. Microsoft in particular has really been turning things around. They're actually trying to fix like Windows 11, and then also now I'm seeing that their new CEO, Ashish Sharma, basically saying that they need to bring more value to Game Pass, and even saying that Game Pass has become too expensive. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think they're actually going to lower Game Pass?
If they're lowering it, they're taking stuff out.
That really depends
stuff
on the
isn't
Dell,
free.
doesn't it?
Which
he's
would
the
be
one that put it.
fine. Which would be fine. There's too much in it now, anyways. Like I think I don't know what the quote was, Quag, but the idea what you had suggested was that they want to add more value.
Yeah.
There's too much value in it right now. Like nobody has time to play all the value that's in Game Pass. So it's like, don't charge me all this extra money for a bunch of shit I'm not going to be able to, I have no time to use. So, curate it a little bit better, reduce the total amount of value. Just because you add more stuff into this thing doesn't actually mean anything if I don't have time to access it all. So I think that, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think that they could, or they would, I would consider going back in if they started dropping the price again.
Oh, look at that.
I dropped because for me, it was Xbox first party. Whether it's day one release, I'm not that, to be honestly, like if you want to delay like 6 months, a year on your first party stuff, I'd be okay with that. And having I like the indies that get dropped on there. The day one indie drops are really that was something I looked forward to. Beyond that, big third party deals for like major kind of games, like I don't know, the Red Dead 2 showing up there, and stuff like that. That stuff I could care less. I don't know how much that costs at Xbox to kind of like incorporate that stuff into it, but for me, that's not super important. I don't know.
They added Fortnite. I thought that would have kept you in, Marcus. No.
Not so much.
Oh, damn.
No.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, not so much. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like all this extra shit, like the Ubisoft or the EA Play and all this I do not need. And so maybe that's my kind of use case for Game Pass, or what it would be nice to maybe have a bit of a modular sort of thing, like pick and choose, like maybe have just first party and then be able to add, okay, here's the indie bundle and here's the EA bundle and here's the whatever. That doesn't, I think that sounds good in theory, but it doesn't end up being like cheaper doing that for consumers, right? We've kind of seen that in the we were talking about TV earlier with the cable and the streaming services and the, everything ends up being more than what you were paying before with your regular cable. But
no kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just been kind of going all over the place, but like I think they could definitely stand to reduce the amount of value that Game Pass has, because there's too much in there right now that people don't have the ability to even access. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
The final call is going to be in the
Pass.
Dallas.
They can't just toss it, right? They can't just toss. Like they need to continue with Game Pass in some capacity and make it work.
I mean,
they
could
so.
drop it.
I think they've got to keep it.
I mean, what else? I mean, think about it this way: they've already sit there and alienated their fan base already with most of the moves that they've made. Sharma's going to have to she's gonna have to reverse so many different things to kind of get Xbox fans back fully on board. They could get rid of Game Pass if they really fucking wanted to. I mean, they've already raised the price. People got pissed about that. And it isn't like they weren't given the reasons to sit there and raise the price. Like where they had it at, they weren't getting the subscribers that they needed. Nadella likes to make money. Everybody knows this. So everything he makes the final call on everything. At this point in time, Sharma is just talking until actual moves start to get made, where everything that she is saying actually is coming to fruition. Then we can sit there and have a better talk about it. But right now, it's all just talk. Because there's been rumors that say they're going to take off the day one first party stuff. Frankly,
day one for Call of Duty rumor too.
At some point in time, they're going to have to sit there and start making choices on. They weren't breaking even with the Game Pass stuff, giving all these day one games away. It's like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, sorry, you're going to have to sit there and buy these day one games. If you want to wait a year, to wait to see if it pops up on Game Pass, then that's cool. But it's like nothing they were doing was raising the subscriber numbers. They're giving away tons of day one first party stuff. The subscriber base didn't really change that much. So they were like, okay, well, we got to keep the day one stuff off, but we can't sit there and keep bleeding out money. So, fuck it, raise the price. And I know everybody will say, oh, well, Microsoft can afford to take a hit. Microsoft likes to make money, though. Despite the fact that they have so much, they don't sit there and have a lot of money because they constantly want to bleed the shit. So at the end of the day, Nadella is the one who makes the call. If he wants these things to happen, then that's cool. But like I said, right now it's just talk. I mean, because it's like Marcus said, they certainly didn't lack any kind of variety on Game Pass. They had indies, they had blockbuster stuff, they had first party AAAs, they had double A's, but it was so many games. It's like, yeah, I'm giving you my money every month, but when am I going to play all this shit? So yeah, they could cut the price, but what else are they going to cut? Are they going to cut the first party, Microsoft games? Are they going to cut the AAA stuff and stop handing money off to those companies? And maybe they'll come 2-3 years after the game has been released. Are they just going to keep it to just indie and smaller AA stuff? There's too many question marks. And like I said, right now, Sharma's just talking. There's all kinds of stuff that she's saying that she's going to do.
You're floating a lot of ideas out there, seeing how people respond to them. I mean, like,
and I get it.
That totally makes sense. I could see a world where Microsoft de-emphasizes Game Pass. I don't see a world, at least in the short term, where it's gone completely. Like I can't quite see them just completely abandoning it, but I could certainly see them shifting focus away from it, as it has been such a major focus, these last 6 or 7 years.
I mean, if they drop that price, depending on how far they drop it, they can certainly scale it down, and they would. Once again, they would have the reasoning to. When people start griping about the fact of, oh, look at all these different things that we're losing, but like, wait a minute, like, make up your mind. Do you want us to sit there and have the high price of Game Pass, or do you want it low and we just have indie games, small AA's on there? And the AAA big budget stuff, you'll either have to wait for a sale.
And first party stuff that's been out for more than a year or however many, right?
The Microsoft
Something like
first
that.
Party stuff, that's fine. It makes complete sense to do it that way. But people are going to have to decide on: do you want it? Do you want cheap Game Pass, or do you not? So we'll see. And like I said, I get what she's doing. I mean, she's getting out there, kind of gauging, seeing what people say and stuff, because she wants to sit there and bring back the Xbox brand. I don't think that's possible at this point. The Xbox that everybody loved, all those guys are gone. They've all left, done other things in their lives. I don't know if they could ever get back to that. They can certainly try, but I think they've done so much damage over the years that I think at this point they're just running their wheels in place. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, they can try. I mean, it ain't going to hurt.
Well, I mean, I think getting back to maybe hardware, like what their next hardware looks like. By all accounts, like this is going to be a very expensive machine. If we're getting back to how we started this conversation, right? I don't think that does anybody any favors. Like I don't know who this machine is for. I really don't like. people that want a PC have a PC. They don't need an Xbox too, right? And like, so why release a console that's basically a PC? I do not understand this.
It's
whatsoever.
Weird, man. I mean, and they'll be, even though they'll be in Steam machine territory. Yeah, the way they're talking about Project Helix is it's going to be way more powerful than Steam machine. But it's like you said, it's like people already have powerful PCs, and if there's already a RAM crisis, how much is this Project Helix going to fucking cost? Especially if you're talking about how powerful it's going to be. So
I think it's a huge. I mean, one of many missteps, but this could be the I don't know, nail in the coffin. I don't know, but like this, I think is just a huge misstep. If it's going the way it sounds like it's going, in terms of the hardware piece,
I won't be surprised if Project Helix comes out, it airballs, and they just say, you know what, we're just done with hardware.
Ron.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to, but I mean, like, you look at the current landscape that we're in right now. Nobody is buying any Xboxes at the price that they're at. Even before the price hike, no one was buying any Xboxes. So
who was saying, I want a more expensive Xbox? Like, I want a more expensive Xbox that's who is asking for this?
Who's going to be on board? I don't know. And then
really
it's not even an Xbox, really. From the way they're talking with Project Helix, it's like every storefront's going to be on it. Epic, Steam, GOG, all this stuff. And it's just like, what is this thing?
PC market like platform. So like, I don't know. It's like,
it's just
the way they're wording it is like making a lot of people wonder, like, all right, is Steam going to be on this? Because like, if Steam's not, or you got to do something really weird to like kind of go into like desktop mode. I don't know. Like, the way they've been talking about it has me concerned that, okay, if you can't put Steam on this thing, then I think it's kind of dead on arrival, because that's all people want.
Yeah,
especially if it's like a PC.
The price is going to be the thing that ultimately will kill it. And the way they are talking about how powerful this thing is supposed to be, I just don't know. Like, if this is going to be what brings Xbox fans back, and if they weren't buying the Xbox Series stuff, I just don't see why Project Helix would be it for them. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't want her job. If her job is solely to bring back that Xbox brand and let's get them back on the 360, time, that's mission impossible. There's no way. It's no way with the things that they are planning with Project Helix. And that comes to the thing about the whole first party thing. Oh, first party games are going to be back, and we're not going to be doing, the whole multi-platform thing anymore. That's not happening. I can't see them.
You don't think so?
Yeah, you open Pandora's box. So it's like you're going to close it up. Like, sorry. You have to come back to getting the Xbox. Before Xbox was doing multi-platform, they still weren't moving units. So what are we going to do here? Like, I get it. People are looking at the PlayStation numbers, and they're like, oh man, look at all these Xbox games. They're not really selling that well, and this, that, and the other. But the game that they need to look at is Forza Horizon 5. That game has done very well on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
The other games that they're looking at for numbers is like South of Midnight. I'm totally interested in the game, but that's not going to be a game that's going to get you, 3, 5, 10 million, sales. The game's been out for a while, and a lot of people are probably just figuring, they looked at the game and they're saying to themselves, you know what? I'm not going to buy that at full price. I'll wait for 30, 50% off. That's probably what they're going to do with most of the Xbox games, because a lot of those games have been out for a bit. They heard the feedback that the critics had about it, even Xbox fans who played it. Most of them are very like mid on most of those, except for Indiana Jones. That's one that they all talk about as very highly. But for the most part, all the other Avowed,
and that didn't even sell that well on PlayStation.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
so it's like the games that didn't review like super great, the games that people who had played it on Xbox, they were very just kind of on. Why would I buy full price for it when I can sit there and get it for 30, 40% in probably a few months? So it just, I don't think they need to be looking at through sales right now for that. Like I said, Forza Horizon 5 showed that you drop that damn thing sold very well. And Forza Horizon 6 will do just as good. I just think it just really depends on the games. And depending on how much they're spending, for the port jobs and stuff, they'll get the money back from that at some point. But yeah, it might not be the first week numbers, but I think they'll get it back at some point, because I just don't see the point of them all of a sudden just saying, we're not going to do multi-platform anymore. that would be crazy, especially with Project Helix. Where are they going to sell it at? PC? Because that's the only place that's going to do some numbers. Because nobody's going to buy it on Project Helix. So I just don't see the.
Because nobody's going to be buying a Project Helix.
There'll be a few people out there. It's the same thing with the
sure.
PS5
Yeah.
Everybody wants to
of
have
course.
that new powerful equipment, but it ain't going to be no millions of people. That's for sure.
Though I've kind of been of the mind that I agree, Ron, that they can't put the genie back in the bottle in terms of not releasing on PlayStation. But I was kind of like, they're going to hedge their bets a little bit and just do, a year after release.
Makes sense.
And so they could do that. But I think if they continue, that's kind of what they've been doing most recently. There's been very few, if like what has been day and date releases. Like there was the
Outer Worlds 2, I think.
Yeah, and so like they haven't really done a lot of day and date with the first party, and I do wonder that part of the reason that the sales on PlayStation have been soft is because they are games that are a year and a half old already. They're older, and people have already they want the new thing, and if they release day and date on PlayStation, whether they would actually Xbox would see a better benefit from that. They would see more sales on PlayStation than if they wait a year. Yeah. And so, like, what is the priority? Is it driving him to the console, their own console, or is it just selling more games? Because I think they have a better chance of selling a lot more games if they do the day and date.
I think so. And also too, they need to look at like when these Xbox games start having their first sales. And I'm not talking about like 10, 15%. I'm talking about like when they start hitting like 30% off, 40%, 50% off. They need to pay attention to the sales at that point. If things aren't moving the needle, then I would say to myself, well, shit, man, I don't know. Maybe we don't need to be doing this. But I just think right now, looking at first, second week sales, I think isn't important. Like people are talking about Starfield. Oh my God, it's a failure on PlayStation. There's a lot of factors going into that. Like Starfield, very, very mid reviews. Even Bethesda fans shit on that one for the most part. A lot of people were talking about. I don't want to be a
Starfield defender. Starfield is sitting at an 85 on OpenCritic.
Yeah,
it's not mid reviews.
It's very weird.
The narrative around Starfield is mid.
That's the thing.
But the actual reviews are very good.
That's the issue.
Yeah, the critics were high, but the people who played it didn't like it. So it's very back and forth. Like when you look at it, like I think even backlog reviews, I think it's sitting at like a 2.3 or some kind of mess like that or whatever.
Oh damn.
I think they need to wait on the Starfield thing before they say it's a failure. And of course, it doesn't help when the game comes out on PlayStation and it's like the old PS3 days where like there's a whole bunch of damn
bit of a mess.
It's kind of a mess right now. So I think they just need to not panic. They need to just look at the numbers over time when they first get through sales, because even I want to give Starfield a try. I love space shit. I'm not buying it at full price. That's not happening. But I'll wait until 40% off, maybe 50, and then I'll go from there. But I think a lot of people are probably going to take that approach because there are so many games to play. And every year, there are so many games that get released. And you're just like, it hasn't eased off. It's like every year we keep saying to ourselves, oh, well, next year's not going to be like this. And then next year is like that. So
it's true.
Yeah, it's just so hard to gauge these sales, and people look at these first week numbers and they get like, oh my God, look at this. And I just don't think they need to take that approach. Like I said, it isn't like any Xbox games aren't selling. Like I said, Forza Horizon 5 has done very well on PlayStation. I mean, and even for the most part, if you look at the top 10 PlayStation stuff, it isn't like Xbox stuff isn't there. But I also think Xbox needs to do better about the way they do release this stuff. Like Gears of War, they do just that one edition, the first one, and that's it. I think they probably would have did better if they gone ahead and gave us Gears 1 through 3 and just gone ahead and put that out as a collection. Like, here you go.
Yep.
Same thing with Halo. They're talking about the remake. Let's get ready for this. Man, just give me the Master Chief Collection. I don't care about that remake you're doing. Like Master Chief Collection, you could have dropped that. I guarantee you would have sold really well. So there's weird things that they're doing on their end, but I still don't think they need to panic, because that seems to be the talk lately of like, oh my God, Xbox is doing this and their games aren't even selling on PlayStation. I don't think they should jump the gun on that, but I really don't think that they're going to go backwards on that. I mean, at this point, if Project Helix was going to be a regular console, then maybe they probably would sit there and say, "Hey, let's not do this multi-platform thing." But these plans that they have, well, I guess I should say rumored plans, but also plans that they've talked about, it just does not sound like Project Helix is going to be anywhere normal or standard at all. And I just can't see them going. I just can't see them just canon multi-platform at this point. No way in the world.
I guess I'll have to wait and see. Well, kind of touched on if Xbox is going back to exclusives or not. Sounds like Ron doesn't think so. But one thing that I found really interesting, I think I've told you all before, I listened to a PC hardware podcast, which I know probably put Ron to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But was listening to Moore's Law is Dead podcast, and he is actually leaking. There's going to be 3 different SKUs of the PlayStation 6. So you got your base PS6. You got what he's calling the PS6S, almost kind of similar to Series S, maybe. And then the handheld. And the way he's leaking the components, he's actually suggesting that it's very possible that this, S version or the light version and the handheld will be cheaper than what the PS5 is today. What do you guys think about that?
The handheld I could see.
I hope so.
Yeah. I would rather them not do an S version. I mean,
no? Well,
you saw what happened with Microsoft. And after a while, devs kind of started pushing back on this, like, man, we're not going to keep making underpowered games just to run on this console.
Has he given any details as to what this S is? Like, would the S be on par with the PS5 Pro? Or...
how significant, what kind of power are we looking at? We didn't talk about it.
They should probably use a different letter.
Or would it be less?
Because when you start using S, people think about the Series S. That's not a good idea.
That's exactly what people think.
Is the S supposed to be better than the base?
No, S is almost kind of similar to the Series S, where it's like a step down. But it's a good question. Like, I don't know if he went into the power on it, or again, like if anyone's interested in this topic, I would definitely recommend go listen to that latest episode, because he's going to explain it way better than I'm going to try to. But one thing that kept coming up with the S version is apparently Sony is very concerned with the European Union, that I guess that they suspect, or maybe, I haven't really been following the European news lately, but in terms of like power consumption, no, I haven't. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Jesus.
I'll try to catch up for next month and not disappoint you.
Disgusting.
But concerned that that the European Union is going to come out, if they haven't already, about like what power consumption these devices can use, right? So the idea being is that the S version is going to be more eco-friendly, and maybe the PS6 like base model won't be able to be sold in European Union. Again, like I think it could be something that they're future proofing more, but that was kind of the rationale for it. I don't think they're just randomly making it, but they don't want to I think
God,
the European Union's like probably the biggest market out.
Weird direction. Such a weird direction. Like to imagine having to sit there and make a console that doesn't consume power and make it and just completely dumb it down so it'll run in one territory. That is wild to me. That's wild to me. And then what's going to happen when Larian's like Baldur's Gate 50 isn't going to be able to run on this thing? Fuck that. So, oh man, I don't know. I hope that's not true. Because golly, my poor friends in Europe are going to be in trouble, because they're going to be like, "Hey, Ron, I can't play Divinity 5 because of this." So sad. I can't
just play it like Matt in ADP.
Yeah,
there you go. You can play somehow.
They're going to have to figure out something. I'm sorry, friends in Europe. I'm going to be able to play it. So I don't know. I hope that's not going to be the case, because that's wild. That's wild. I don't know. That's really weird to me. Please don't call it the S. Don't do that.
Multiple SKUs gets tricky, right? Because
we've seen it. We've seen it get tricky this past gen. Right?
You're asking a lot of your devs. Like
the S messed it up, and look at what PS5 they pivoted to. That's right. It's just one SKU, but if you want the disk drive, you attach it yourself.
Yeah,
because even they were recognized like
two different SKUs for the disc and digital edition. That's fine, but like I said, having different power, like they saw that didn't really work out for Microsoft. So I don't, unless like Quack was talking about, if it is a power consumption thing because of the government wanting to sit there and just control power consumption. But man, like I said, having to sit there and make just one SKU just for a territory, I just can't see it. And I get it. Sony can't just say, forget it. We're not going to
screw the European country.
You can't do that because the European territory is still very big.
Makes them a big market.
And they're spinning it, or presumably they'll spin it, and here's this other option for everybody else also.
For everybody.
Right? Yeah. And so, I don't know.
And every dev can't afford to do that.
I do like the idea that it could be even cheaper than the PS5 now. Is that what you said? Yeah.
Yeah, so
I like that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I like about it.
Estimating that the S could cost anywhere from $349 to $549 USD.
Wow.
So it's going to be the sweet potato version of the play. No.
I was going to say, I don't see how that's possible. That doesn't... I'd be very concerned about that console.
The damn thing's going to run at 480p. No.
Again, he probably could explain a lot better than me, but from listening to it, he was basically arguing that the PS5 was built in like a idea of that like everything was plentiful, right? Like everyone jokes about how big the PS5 is, how much really just pure material is in this thing, that they're not going to make the PS6 like that. They're going to really strip it down, basically what is actually needed in this thing. And also the idea being too is that there's actually some stuff going on that RAM's not plummeting, but RAM is actually kind of not skyrocketing currently at the moment. Doesn't mean that next week it won't be, but I think you're also estimating that components shouldn't be insane in 18 to 24 months too, right? So actually a lot of this stuff should be more reasonable too. So again, this is all just leaks, speculation. It's not confirmed or anything, but I just thought it was interesting. So
I'll tell you what, I could care less at how this affects Sony. I'm interested. This piques my interest personally for my potential PS6 purchase down the road, right? Like, I don't need the power of the next gen, frankly. As long as it plays next gen games, that's really all I care about. At kind of some, obviously base level of performance, which presumably is on PS6 it will have, especially for the first party stuff, which is really all I care about. This could be my entry point into the next gen for PlayStation, if this is if this is how it turns out.
It being $300 that's a major red flag.
Doesn't make sense.
Even if the RAM prices wasn't happy, $300 for a PS6, like that.
No, hold on, $349.
Oh, I left out the $50,
and that's US. That'd be $500 in Canada.
That is a major red flag to me. Like what are we going to do here? Like I said, that's sweet potato territory, and I don't like the idea of that. That seems I'm glad that Matt will be able to use his TV still for it, but no thank you. No thank you.
I'm honestly, let's see what happens with pricing and stuff. But like, if this PS6, the base model is very expensive, and then the S model's still a bit high, and then they got the handheld one, that's the cheapest. I'm gonna say this right now: if that's the better price, and if it's like a guarantee, like the handheld PS6 version will definitely be able to play first party games, I'm not saying I would for sure, but I would strongly consider only buying the handheld one, just because I play majority of my stuff in handheld anyways, and if it's gonna save me money in that end, and I don't feel as guilty for spending $1,500 or whatever, I strongly consider it. Even if I can't dock that thing, does like I play.
There's nothing wrong with that. That makes more sense to me than the S does. Like the handheld, if it can play all your old library, your PS4, PS5 stuff, and you can play the PlayStation 6 on it, the handheld makes complete sense to me of why somebody would just buy that and nothing else. That makes complete sense. I just can't wrap my head around the whole dumbed down PlayStation 6, and then the real version. I just can't see it, because you're going to run into a point where the devs, maybe Sony's first party won't sit there and bark back, but you're going to run into third party devs. They're going to say, we're not doing that shit, and we don't care about the S version, and they're just going to save money because you're going to use extra money trying to port it down. Nah, so they're going to run into pushback at some point in time on that, and then what? So I don't know. That's interesting. That's for sure.
We're in wild times.
You
I
ain't
don't know what's
lying.
gonna happen.
You ain't lying.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean, he usually has pretty good sources. You know, I'm not saying that it's 100%, but
Yeah, it's
also
gonna be interesting to see if it happens,
PS6
man.
is, you know, what, a year, maybe 18 months, 2 years out. So
Hopefully
plans change
2
too.
years out.
So
Hopefully.
we'll just see what happens. All right. Well, that was our topic. So that was fun going back through the news again. Kind of like to jump into the next one here. You know, we're in your orbit. What are you playing? Matt, what have you been playing, friend?
I played a few games. I did platinum and wrapped up Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not going to go
Ooh,
too much detail. If you
let's
want to
go.
hear my full non-spoiler thoughts, I did make a video about it. Loved it. Most likely will be my game of the year.
Ooh,
It is my favorite Resident Evil game of all time,
damn.
and I've played all the mainline games. Like, yeah, I cried, guys, and like that sounds like insane. Like Resident Evil games are not emotional experiences, but there's a great story arc. A big reason for me crying though is just this weird fourth wall experience of like I first met Leon when I was 12, right? When I played back in like 1998, and just seeing him age out in this game and seeing like flashbacks and stuff like it's just this weird experience of like giving me flashbacks when I'm 12. Now I'm 40. It was just this weird experience in that sense, but that, yeah, I absolutely adored it. Platinum was fun. It's not the best Resident Evil Platinum experience, but it was still fun. I did 3 runs. The speed run was very fun. I really enjoyed it. My cheeks were clenched because I didn't think I was going to make it. I was getting quite nervous.
These
I followed a
cheeks?
guy. No, not those ones.
Oh.
Greg.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Definitely
All
not.
Okay.
Oh man.
I was stressed because the guy I followed doesn't tell you what to do. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's pretty obvious. It just gives you like timelines. Oh, like when you're at this part, it should be this. And I got to a point where I was like, I'm 40 minutes behind. Like, how am I going to make up 40 minutes? I don't. So, anyways, it's not a spoiler, but basically, when I got to the halfway point, I killed nothing. I stopped fighting because I was like, I'm going to try my best. And if I do another run, fine. But I'm like, there's no way I'm going to make up the time. So I'm like, I'm not killing anything. I'm not shooting anything. There's a few parts where the game forces you to obviously fight like a boss level. But otherwise, like, I fought nothing. And it was such a fun way to play the game. Then bleed on Insanity. So yeah, fun platinum. I definitely recommend the game and the platinum experience. Still continuing Resident Evil 5. The platinum journey continues on the PS4 version. We're playing. I'm playing with my best friend. We're playing on professional mode, and that mode I forgot doesn't mess around. Like it's one hit or two, and you're dead. And if we're not shoulder to shoulder, you're not getting revived. It's literally like half a second and you're dead. And it's been humbling, the professional run, but we are enjoying it. We're almost done. I rolled credits on Batten Kaitos.
Yes.
That's right, Batten Kaitos Bros 2026. I have thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just keep it brief.
Here we
Keep
go.
it brief. Yeah.
It'll be brief. It'll be brief. I won't go too long.
I'm just teasing.
Take your
whatever you
time,
need.
Matt. Take your time.
No, I
I got all
won't
night
spend
for
too
you.
much. Okay, I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because
Damn.
I actually don't like dunking on games, so I will not spend too much time on it. But this was not a positive experience.
Oh,
Now,
no.
I played Batten Kaitos at launch and GameCube, and I loved it. I said it was the GOAT. That memory is still untainted. I still have very, precious memories of playing in my parents' basement. There's just some parts of this game that are incredibly dated. So, highlights: combat is S tier.
Mm-hmm.
It is such a satisfying, which is funny because I was reading comments online about how people hate the RNG aspect of it. I actually liked it because, like, when you build up your cards and get like a straight or like a full house, and like you wreck shop and it's like 1,000 damage, it feels really, really good. It's very
Absolutely.
exciting. Music is S tier. Some people said the story is kind of generic. I disagree. Like, there's still quite a few twists and turns, and I knew the story, but I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that this twist happens. I really liked it. Some parts are dated, and Quag, you gotta tell me if I'm on a spaceship for this one or off my rocker. But like, some parts are just padded excessively. Like, there are
I think I know
some
what you're
parts
talking
where
about.
like there's some parts where like it makes you backtrack, and it's like fine. I like backtracking, but you backtrack back and forth so much, and it forces you to fight, and it's like, guys, I'm not in the mood to grind. I just want to figure out where to go, but you're forcing me to backtrack, and you knew I was going to backtrack because I wouldn't have the key for this or the stone for this, and you knew I was going to have to come back, and you're going to make me fight this thing over and over again. It's just little things like that that interrupt the flow. And like I sent a screenshot to Ron. I'm like, I don't know who thought this was fun. This is so stupid. It's that mirror level, Quag.
Oh, you know
With,
what?
like, the
Actually, I did
segments?
like that.
What did you like about that?
Okay.
You push up and you go down, and then when you go left, you go right, and then when you try to go to the right spot, you have to fight this enemy again and again, and you
So,
have to do it like
Matt.
5 times or something.
Oh,
Please.
God.
So I guess, minor spoilers for a 20-year-old game. There's like 18, 20 different mirrors that you're looking at.
Yeah,
One of them,
Why?
you move the way you think you do. You just have to look at the right
but
mirror.
it's this small. All I see is my
Well,
feet.
See, Matt, I'm playing on a 1440p monitor. So
Yes.
it's a lot
Oh.
easier for me to see it
Oh.
compared to 1080p.
Wow, you're really slamming my sweet potatoes. I'm playing in handheld, I guess, eh? Jeez. Not all of us got the PCs, Quag. All right.
Quag, I do
saying,
have
blow
a
that thing up on
1440p
4K.
monitor, so you're saying I'm going to be okay then?
Yeah. Started
All
up
right.
today.
No. My conversation with Matt made me kind of think about, okay, that's definitely going to be a will picks that kind of game.
Play it for
It's
Max.
It's
Nah.
it's just dated stuff like that. It's like it's unnecessary. Like there's some areas are fine. Like you travel along, you grind when you need to. But it's just little stuff like that where it's like, yeah, you're gonna backtrack here. We're gonna you're not gonna be able to figure out which door. Like there's like that one level Quag where it's like upside and downside. Like you have to switch
Oh, yeah.
the weights and they go up and down. You know I'm gonna backtrack and you're gonna make me fight this stuff, and I'm just like, guys, just I need to know where I'm going. Like please, like. This is just it hurts. So little stuff like that just kind of irked me. So listen, I'm batting Kaidos Bros 2026. Quag, you're gonna do Origins.
Yep.
I would be shocked if I join you. I'd be shocked.
No!
Not impossible.
Wow.
Not
Matt.
impossible.
Oh.
Listen, it's also possible that Requiem
Yeah, this is a will.
put
This is
me
a
in a
will
gaming
pick for
funk.
sure. Oh, God.
It's possible Requiem put me in a gaming funk just because such a high experience, and then going to Kaido's not a bad game, but when I had such a high on Requiem, like favorite Resident Evil game of all time, like
Yep.
crying.
No, I get that. Gaming
It could have
fun
been
can
that.
be real.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's not impossible. Let's really revisit it. Tell me when you're playing Origins. Let's see how maybe I've
Tomorrow.
had some time away from Bankai. No, it's definitely not tomorrow. Please don't do that to me. No, because
September 1st.
I'm perhaps I've got out of my funk with Donkey Kong Bonanza, loving it.
Oh, nice.
Very, very.
I see you're enjoying that quite a bit, but everybody who played it seemed to be very high on that.
It's got that. It's just Nintendo charm. Like it's got everything. The charm, the music. It's funny. The graphics. Combat's really fun and unique. I was a little bit worried in the beginning because I thought the whole appeal was like, oh, you can just smash everything, which I'm like, it's fun, but this isn't going to last me 20 hours. So I was a little bit worried. So I feel like that tutorial was a little bit too long, but once the game opened up and it's like, nope, boss battles, new mechanics, skill tree in a Donkey Kong game, a skill tree.
What?
I'm like, yes.
Are you
give
telling me
some-
Donkey Kong?
I know.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is a RPG.
RPG.
Is that what you're saying?
Probably more of an
It's got a
RPG
skill
than
tree.
Final Fantasy 16.
I knew that was coming.
Damn.
You're welcome for that alley-oop. You're welcome for that alley-oop. I knew you couldn't resist that. I knew it was there.
Wow. It's got a skill tree, which I'm like, okay, now I got to figure out what to do with my banana coins, right? Do I want to use it more for exploring, combat systems? So, yeah, I can see why people liked it. Was it nominated for Game of the Year last year?
Yeah.
Was
A
it?
lot of publications had it for like in the nominees, and some had it winning.
Talking
I
about for the
think
Keeleys,
John.
Matt?
I think John had it as his Game of the Year, if I remember correctly.
It is an S tier Nintendo game. Is it a
Okay.
Game of the Year contender? I'd say no. It's fun.
If
There's other-
Resident
there's other-
Evil
you know what I
hadn't
mean?
came out, would it be a Game of the Year contender for you?
No. It's
Okay.
like it's and listen, maybe I'm wrong. Like I try not to listen to too much stuff. Like if there's some emotional experience with Pauline, I'll let you guys know. As of now, Nintendo charm, Nintendo fun. So I'm glad that I'm out of the funk because it was
How far into it are
wasn't
you?
a positive experience.
How much time have you put into it?
I'd say like 6 hours, maybe.
Okay.
Still got a
Yeah.
long ways to go.
I'm
It's a pretty
enjoying it.
big game, I think, right? Has anybody
Listen,
have you
because
played it,
you
Quack?
could-
No, you
'cause
haven't.
you
Of
could-
course, you
I
haven't had the
haven't.
Switch.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have a sweet
Yeah,
potato yet.
yeah.
Because you can smash everything. Like if you want 100% it, this will be a long game.
I think it's like 40
'Cause basically-
hours to 100% it.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Because you
so.
can go everywhere.
Yeah, but I
You
don't
can
know.
go. You can like. It's like almost like Minecraft. Like you just keep digging down, and there's stuff down there. Like that's like yeah. If you want to find everything, it's just it can be overwhelming. To be quite frank, if you wanted to go that route, like if you are a completionist, like thank goodness I'm not, because it's like okay, I know where to go, and if I see stuff on the way, fine. But if you're like no, I need to see everything and smash every single rock I can. Yo, this is like a 60-hour game. Like that's
Man, okay.
it's a lot. So I'm enjoying it. I really am. But Ron, what have you been playing, my friend? Tell us.
I'm gonna start off with the good news first. I'm still
Oh,
enjoying.
okay.
I'm still enjoying my palate cleanser of Love Is All Around, the Chinese developed dating visual novel
Dating game.
game. Yeah,
Nice.
thank goodness. The humor, the charm of it, that has been a savior for me as far as the game that I'm about to say that is the negative so far. Everybody knows I love my Falcon games.
Wow.
I never ever thought I would talk about a Trails game like this. Daybreak 2
Wow.
is exactly what the review said it was. This is, by far, the worst Trails game ever made.
Wow.
I'm so sad to hear this.
The pacing
Seriously.
of it is what totally kills it. Like, they will have a great S tier moment. Then they will smash the brakes, and the pacing will fall off, and then you're dealing with a whole bunch of just blah the whole way up until something S tier happens again. It has gotten to the point where I want this to be over. I am not going to talk to
Oh.
I'm about to Kevin Ainsworth this. I'm not talking to NPCs
Oh.
anymore. I am going strictly for
Oh my
I'm going
gosh.
strictly for side missions. The main missions, I'm done. I'm done. It took a lot for me not
Oh.
to drop this. This is how bad it got.
Wow.
I got talked by my daughter, Max, everybody else was like, Ron, just finish it. Just finish it. Trust us. There's gonna be a payoff in the end. That's all I'm looking for now. I don't care about this game. This game is going to be an easy 7 out of 10. It's going to have to do a lot to break out of that territory for me.
Damn.
And I never thought I would talk about a Trails game like this. No wonder why the devs were like, you know what? Let's do the remakes of the Sky Trilogy. We don't want to sit there and do too much after Daybreak 2. I can see why this was a failure in Japan. Because people played this and they were like, what the fuck is this? It's just, man, the gimmick of this game that I can't go into for spoiler territory for anybody who wants to torture themselves playing this. There's a certain gimmick that it just erases all like the ill parts of characters. If you lose somebody, you don't have that final loss because a gimmick will kick in and it'll erase everything that happened. And I'm just like, how many times are we going to keep doing this? And it keeps happening over and over again. And I'm just like, what is this? What is this? And it's just, yes. So hopefully by the time we sit there and have our next show, I hope I will be done with this shit.
How many
Daybreak
hours
2.
have you put into this
So far
travesty?
it's been 80 hours. But that
80.
was also,
Oh
but see, usually
my
most of the
God.
time with a Trails game, 80 hours, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
This has been 72 hours too long.
And how
I'm
much
good.
more do you have? Do you know
I don't
how
know.
much more you
Because
still have?
Like I told you, I'm not talking to NPCs anymore. I'm going to Kevin. When I say I'm Kevin Ainsworth in it, I'm not bullshitting. It's over. I'm not doing any NPC talks. I talk to NPCs
Do you
in
have a
every
sense?
RPG.
Is it like 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 still? Like how much
It's
do you,
hard to
do you don't
say
know?
because
Yeah, okay.
most of the time you can kind of feel when you're at least at the halfway point. I don't, with the way this pacing is, I can't predict when the hell this game's going to end because of the pacing being all over the damn place. I
Yeah.
just finished Act 2B last night. I know there's an intermission that's about to start, and then I heard that the Act 3 has like 6 or 7 parts. But it's okay because
Why
I
don't you
am
just
going to get this over
Just
with.
watch like a summary video or something.
Yeah, that's what I
Stop
was
playing
gonna
it.
suggest.
Yeah,
I
like
can't,
what?
man.
You're almost there.
something-
Does
it's something
You're almost
where
there.
I-
progress
You're almost
carry
there.
between games or anything like that, or you just
No,
feel like
it
you got to
doesn't do
finish it?
any story progression, nothing like that for the next game. But I feel I have to finish it. It's just because of my love for Falcom. I have to. If it was
You
any
can
other
do it. Power
RPG,
through.
I'd be done with this thing. Falcom is the only reason why I'm still pushing through this. And like I told you, I was this close to dropping the shit. It was my friends that said, "Whoa, hold on for a second, and just finish it out." I should have listened to Matt Sawinski. Matt told me not to play this shit. He said, "Watch a story summary and just wait for Beyond the Horizon." Matt, I'm sorry. You were right. I fucked up. On this, and I should have listened to you. But now I'm already deep in the mud, and I have to finish it out. Matt, you were right. I was wrong.
That's why he's cool, Matt.
Yeah,
exactly.
There it is.
So yeah, hopefully this nightmare will be over soon. I hope.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's very sad.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too, Matt.
Man. Marcus, what have you been playing?
Wow, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that all up.
Are you hating any of your games?
I guess I'm
dumping some games like us.
I have been disappointed to Ron's dismay, I think, a little bit and this isn't necessarily even the game's fault. It's partly my fault, partly the walkthrough that I'm following's fault. Suikoden 2, I'm still picking away at this. I've probably mentioned this the last couple episodes. This is a classic JRPG. I'm playing the remaster. It hasn't been updated nearly as much as I would like. I feel like this is a game that would be a bit tricky to redo because it is held in such high regard that people, like the fans of this game that want to check it out again, they probably don't want too much change from it. But there is
like Final Fantasy 7.
Exactly. Yeah, like exactly.
Perfect.
So like
perfect. Yeah.
So there's very little that's done to it. Like even like just manual saves. They don't have. There's no manual saving. You have to save a particular orbs
like
on the
which is a very
strange
strange choice. That I think most people would have welcomed. That was a very odd choice.
But there's a thing. Ron has played Suikoden. I'm guessing you guys, Matt and Quag, have not.
Nope.
Like big thing with Suikoden games. I played the first one. This is the only other one that I've played. You have to collect. You collect like 108 characters over the course. They call them the Stars of Destiny.
What?
Wow.
And you can add them to your party. You kind of have them in your castle, like that. In order to get the true ending, you have to collect all 108 of them. When I played the first one, I missed one or something. Ooh. Somehow, the walkthrough I was following, I missed one. I didn't get the true ending. I had to watch it on. So fine.
I'd be so mad.
And then the other thing that's really cool, especially at the time, that you could carry your progress, like you carry your save through, and like the previous game would impact what your subsequent games. I think it does that for like the whole series. You carry your save through, right, Ron?
Yeah, it does.
So that's really cool. But because I'm playing the remastered version, when I played the original game a few years ago, before the remasters were announced, I played it on my Vita, just the PlayStation 1 Vita version. So I don't have my save to carry over. So I'm missing some stuff that would be really cool that I'm actually hearing about on a podcast that I'm listening to that I don't have access to, so that friggin' sucks. It's annoying. And the collecting all these characters, these Stars of Destiny, they're time dependent. It's just, again, this is a late 90s originally developed game. Like you have to do them in a certain order at certain time. You have to, and it's like you miss one thing up, and it fucks up everything going forward. And I've obviously missed something up, and I think it's partly the walkthrough is not explicit enough about doing certain steps in certain orders. But like I'm still trying to follow this walkthrough, and I'll like go to a town, and they say you can pick up this Star of Destiny if you go into this inn in this town, and they're there, and you talk to them. I go there, they're not there, and I'm like, well, where the hell is this dude? Or you can talk to them, but then they never give you the option of adding to your party. And so like I'm trying to figure out like what the heck am I doing wrong? What have I missed? And now I'm just like I don't care anymore. I'm just trying to get through it. The main story is actually really, really good. But there's some frustrations that are partly probably just the game design of these late 90s, the part of the fact that it wasn't modernized, at least to a level that I would have appreciated. And so I'm not enjoying it as much as I had hoped to enjoy it. But the story is really good. And I suspect this is, I can certainly appreciate why it is held in such high regard, because there is a lot of detail in this game, and kind of just the scope of the story that's being told is really, really cool. Some very great villains. It's a bit of a mixed bag, and I'm a little disappointed I haven't enjoyed my experience more than I have. So
a good
it's one of those.
A good walkthrough would have changed that for you. I want to say, I think when I played it, I was a little bit late to playing it when it first came out on PlayStation 1, but I eventually got around to it. But I had to pay. I think it was the very first time I actually had to hunt down a copy of a game on eBay to get a hold of it. Yeah. I paid about almost close to $200 for Suikoden 1 and 2. But despite that, I think I used the Game Facts guide, and that guide was thorough.
Yep.
And you have no choice. If you're trying to get the 108, you got no choice but to use a guide. There's no way you can do it without it.
Well, there's one star. It's fairly early on that you have to there's certain story beats. There's 4 or 5 different story beats that you have to achieve, and you have to do those within the game clock. And it's you're almost having to speed run the game to be able to
just to get that one. Yeah.
Get that one character. And it's just holy Christ. Well, I was I'm not doing that. But then I don't know if that was part of, I ended up getting him afterwards. So I don't know if that was a change or whatever. I just encountered him in a town. I was like, oh, I didn't think I was going to be able to encounter
if I remember correctly, some of them you can meet earlier, but then it's not a total miss if you didn't get them at a particular time.
Right.
Of course, not all of them are like that, unfortunately. But
I'm at a point now where half of the people that it's telling me I'm able to recruit, they're either not there or they're not entering my party.
Yeah,
they're not giving me the option.
Yeah, that really sucks.
And it's so annoying because I'm spending half of my time going to try to recruit characters I can't, or are and that it's made for just a less optimal experience.
Yeah, I get that.
I think I'm pretty close to the end though. The guide I'm following is 10 parts that I'm on halfway through the 9th part. So I'm thinking probably within 5 more hours of gameplay to get done this thing. It seems like the story
way it wraps up.
Yeah. So, a few other small games. Tiny Game Chronicles. You can hear, if anybody is interested, you can hear my kind of more elaborate thoughts there. I played Don't Get Your Hopes Up. It's kind of like a short visual novel, kind of in the vein of an And Roger or a Florence. Kind of has some mini games, kind of comic book style. It's talking about the housing crisis in Amsterdam. It's kind of a neat little story. Piece Together, which is a cozy scrapbooking game. Pretty good little story about the life of a friendship. And I actually enjoyed at least the story. The some of the gameplay was a little bit of busy work, but the story is really good in that one.
People need to listen to that TGC episode of that. That episode is really good. I mean, I listen to TGC anyway. But I really enjoyed that episode. Exactly. I was already interested in the game, but listening to you and Michael talk about it, I'm like, I need to play this for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. And then I just finished this morning. I'm not going to really say much about anything about this, but because we're going to be recording our next episode in a few days here. The game is A Highland Song. The developer is Inkle, and they've done a fair amount in the indie space. Probably they've released 6 or 7 games. Most recently, just last year, or most recently is actually earlier this year, was a game called TR49. The year before, they did a game called Expelled. They've done Overboard. Heaven's Vault is maybe a higher profile game that they've done. A Highland Song is really good. Really good.
Okay.
More thoughts on
right.
on TGC.
I had that in my Steam collection. I hadn't played it yet, but now
I really liked it. Very unique. It's got a few kind of threads from at least a few of the Inkle games that I played before, but the gameplay overall is very different.
Okay.
What else? I started up. I picked up, to Ron's excitement, I picked up Little Nemo, the newest Little Nemo game. It just dropped. Unfortunately, it's not quite ready for prime time. It crashed on me about 3 times in the first hour and a half that I played it. Hard crashing. Interestingly, they launched it without. Not that I'm a big achievement hunter, but they launched it without the Steam achievements, which is I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened before.
He has it in the patch notes or whatever. He's like, this is something I'm going to be working on, and I'm like, I'll just wait. It's
So
good.
Was it early access release?
No,
or?
no, it was
What the
full.
hell?
And there's
Okay.
something else, like you can find music sheets, I think it is, or having like music, and you can find the sheets, but it won't play the music now, or at least it didn't. Like this came out like right at the end of
Okay.
March, so
Yeah, I'm with you. I think probably it's
yeah,
best,
I'll
best
just
to
wait.
maybe.
I'll
Yeah.
just wait. Yeah.
Oh,
It's really colorful, really good. I think it had a demo. It has had demos available, and the demos had been received quite positively. So I'll get back to it, but put that one on pause. I started up Winterboro, which was a game that came to Game Pass last year, I believe, and it's kind of a survival game. Very cute little mouse. You run around. I was just kind of in the mood for something like that. I picked it up on the most recent Steam sale. And the last game I want to talk about is one that I'm going to spend a little bit of time on because it is awesome. Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. Right up
okay.
there for probably, don't want to spoil my thoughts on one of the questions later, but this is one of my favorite games that I played this year.
Nice.
Wow.
Bo, Path of it's a 2D Metroidvania, kind of in the vein of Ori, Hollow Knight. It's right up there with those games, guys. Like this is top tier as far as I'm concerned. Like it is challenging, but not, unfairly so.
Okay.
Beautiful art style. I love the traversal. I love the combat. So the one unique thing about the combat is like in most 2D Metroidvanias, you eventually get a double jump. Sometimes you start pretty early. Sometimes you get it much later in the game. It doesn't have a double jump, but what it does have is you can attack with your staff, and whenever you can hit enemies or you can hit things in your environment, and that gives you another jump once you do the attack. And so like it took me a while to kind of like get in the rhythm of being able to do it, but once I did, and you start getting additional abilities like dashing and like kind of this thing that like it's almost like a grappling hook sort of move. And man, I had the feeling, Matt, when I finished this, the same that you did with Requiem, is that I was in a bit of a funk after playing this game. It had took me right
Such
down.
a high.
It was such a high. I was prepared for like a big difficulty spike because I'd heard a few people talking about this. So I went and did like all the side quests and powered up as much as I could. And by the end, I think partly because I was just like in the zone, like I had kind of mastered everything and I had been all around the map. I basically uncovered everything. There's a couple of little things that I didn't do, but I basically did everything. So I was like, I had mastered the skill set of the game. And so by the end, there's like a big long chase sequence. I barely failed it at all. I got to the end boss, beat it my first try. It was awesome.
Oh,
it was so good. And
look at that.
so yeah, I really, really love Bo Path of the Teal Lotus. I don't think it got nearly enough. I think it got kind of dismissed as a game that was trying to be Hollow Knight.
Right.
The reviews are decent, but they're not like exceptional. I was scanning through them just to kind of see what people were saying after I had played it. And it was kind of just like people were largely like, it's just another one of these. And it is another one of these, but it's not just another one of these. This is right up there with those games.
I think Croco Kyle was pretty high on it too, if I remember correctly and stuff. Yep. So you have me interested in that. That's why I told you after you play Lost Crown, let me know, man. I think it's currently on a 40% sale. I almost jumped the gun, but I was like, well, let me wait for Marcus's thoughts first.
It's right. I don't know that it's better than Ori. I don't know that it's better than but it's right there. It is right there as far as I'm concerned. And I played a lot of these types of games. So
do you?
Do you really?
Oh, well, look at that.
I think Tim Sweeney gave it to me. I'm gonna check real quick. Yeah, I think
so this was a game.
Get that Lost Crown playthrough there, Marcus, so I could.
That's right. Yeah, I have to
this.
kind of that's on the docket this year. I know I've kind of been talking about that. I think on previous episodes. Like it's one that I'm going to get to soon. And I know you think very highly of Lost Crown, Ron. So I'm curious how Bo compares to Lost Crown in terms of difficulty, in terms of traversal, in terms of combat, all exploration. So if it's similar enough, I'll definitely be giving you a big recommendation of both.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool with me. Because like I said, the 40%, I almost jumped the gun the other day when I saw it was at 40% off. I was like, oh shit. I was like, but I think by the time you get around to it,
it's really good. The music is fantastic. I don't tend to focus too much on the story. The story, though, you know, I've listened to some reviews, read some. People seem to like the story. I wasn't really paying too much attention. There's some really cool kind of like NPC characters that you interact with, but the overall arching story wasn't that zeroed in on. But I don't tend to be on these types of games. I'm out there for the gameplay, and that's what this game delivers. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, and I do have it on GOG. So
there you go.
I could, nice.
Yeah.
You guys can play together.
Yeah.
Quag and Ron.
Well, you know, he's beating
There you
it.
go.
We can do a Quag Ron playthrough of it if Marcus gives me the heads up on it. Then yeah. So hold on to that one, Quag, just in case.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. This will probably be Marcus and Ron's favorite. What's Quaggy been playing? Because I know they're really into this franchise.
Yeah,
I like Resident Evil.
Oh, okay. Well,
Me too.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't have a problem with Resident Evil. They're not games for me anymore. Survival horror just ain't it. But
I'm indifferent. I'm still indifferent. I don't really care that much about them.
yeah, I played them in my younger years.
Yeah.
The old Ron doesn't really care for survival horror. No thanks. I don't have the patience.
well, I kind of, you know, funny you mentioned that, Ron, that you kind of don't think that Resident Evil is for you anymore. I kind of thought the same thing because really until playing 3 earlier this year, I hadn't played Resident Evil in a while. I played 5 back on the 360, and I kind of was like, okay, this is fine. I heard 6 wasn't really that great, so I never picked that up. And then when 7 came out, you know, I kind of thought that they were losing their identity because, like, around that time, I felt like Amnesia and like Outlast came out, and you know, they were like these just kind of like jump scare games, and that's kind of what it looked like, you know, from the trailers. And it's like, what is this? This isn't Resident Evil. So I did try to look back. Matt, you gifted me 7 and Village like almost a year ago.
That's right.
And I've kind of kept putting off because the first person I was not excited about. But
It's okay.
I got caught up in the Requiem hype, and I'm like, you know what? I want to play Resident Evil. And what do I have? I have Resident Evil 7. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to play it regardless. Guys, this is totally a Resident Evil game. Yes, it's in first person. Yes, it's kind of weird, but you know, the puzzles, just the whole like, you know, atmosphere, very creepy. I'd actually say, you know, probably even creepier than some of the other ones, especially
7
like
has
4.
some creepy shit going on.
I agree.
I enjoyed that Let's Play.
7 is
very
scary.
much.
7, like
I agree.
I
played about 5 or 6 hours of 7, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I
I'm a
dropped it.
scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Marcus.
You're about halfway done. You go
I
back
know.
to it, Marcus. Halfway
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. It was on Xbox, on Game Pass, so that ship
okay,
was sailed.
well,
Yeah.
I got you. Well, you mentioned earlier you might go back to it, so your progress is probably still there. You know, Asha saved it for you. But you know, I'm kind of a scaredy cat. So like, you know, at first I was playing in the dark, but then I got to the point like, I don't know if I can play this in the dark. I might have to play this like, you know,
It's intense.
That's okay.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that. It's intense. Yeah, it gets
you
stressful.
know, the first person, I can see why they did it, because it totally, you know, it got the spooky vibes totally going. If I have any complaints, the shooting is bad. Like, you're in first person, but then the gun is out here to the side, and I'm used to, especially, you know, in a first person shooter where you'd be able to like aim down sights.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. It's just there to the right,
Not
and
in
it
this
kind of
game.
adds that crosshair there. Just like, what are you doing? Like, you're halfway there. Like, just do the aim down sight.
Nope.
So I didn't like that part.
No sight.
Yeah, come on. So like, I don't know. Like, I just got to fix that. When they do the Resident Evil 7 like remastered edition in 20 years,
Yes, please.
make sure it has
There
aim
you
down
go.
sights.
Please.
All right. I'm not gonna like mention
Did
on
you
the
like?
story.
Did you like the story?
Yeah,
Tell us about the story. Did you like it?
I think the base story, I liked most of it. I think it kind of, I won't say it got off the rails at the end, but just kind of like, I wasn't expecting it, and I'm not sure if,
That's Resident Evil.
yeah,
Goes on the rails.
yeah. So it did get a little wonky for me at the end, but overall, I did like it. I will say though, I did not like the DLC. Really,
The Chris Redfield one or the other one that you had to pay for?
both of them. Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
both. Okay.
yeah. Especially the
You didn't like
the one
the
that
punching one.
Yeah, I hated that
You
combat.
didn't like it?
No, it did not. It did not translate well
I
at
thought it
all.
was so
At least for
stupid.
me, I thought the boxing just did not feel well at all. And again, like the
Power fist.
issue I had with again, I felt like the shooting wasn't that good, and the other one you
As
mentioned,
Chris?
yeah.
Yeah.
So just I don't know, but I think overall base game really enjoyed 7. Enough,
All right.
enough so that I just decided to roll straight into Village,
Yeah, you did.
guys. Like Marcus mentioned, I don't want to spoil, a question for later, but I think this might be my favorite game of the year, Village.
Damn. Okay.
What?
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
I did not see that coming.
Guys,
I really did not.
I did decide that, because I bought, or Matt got me the gold edition, which again, if I have a complaint about this game, Capcom, you can't have a quality of life like playing in third person for an action-oriented game that essentially is a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4 as DLC.
That's right.
Like, okay, if you want to do story
fair.
DLC,
Paid
fine,
DLC.
paying money for that,
Paid.
but paying no. So
To do third person?
yeah,
That is
not cool.
It's pretty slimy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did not like it. I still did have some weird issues with the third person though. Like, all the cutscenes are still in first person, so which is fine. I
It's
know
so weird, right?
the game is designed for first person, so I get it. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that big of a deal, but kept having these like weird clipping going in and out of third person and to first person for the cutscene, so a little weird. Also, anytime you like drop down, it seemed like there was just like weird like gravity going on, like where you're just going down a lot faster than
I see what you're talking about.
kind of
Yeah.
naturally would look. So again, it's probably because game was designed for first person and looks a little weird in third person. But really, overall, those are like my very few complaints. I've mentioned, I think on our episode of like our 5 games that define us type thing, like OG Resident Evil 4 is like one of my favorite games. I really think defined the type of games I enjoy, and I really feel like Village is basically like, if I kind of feel like it's a love letter to OG Resident Evil 4. Like,
It is.
I kind of felt nothing
Yep.
but all these like kind of callbacks and flashbacks, and again, not from a story perspective, but just in terms of like how it plays out and everything. Absolutely loved it. I found the story really good, and honestly, I think Jazzy was playing through it. I think he might have abandoned it, but I think if you are going to play Village, make sure you have the DLC, because I think playing the base game without playing the DLC, I think you're going to short yourself. So make sure you play the DLC. Unlike 7, Village's DLC is very
Skip
good.
that DLC,
It's
but
very
Village
good.
play that one.
Yeah, very
Fair.
good.
That's fair.
So that's my Resident Evil for now. I did also played Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Here's the downside, everybody. Here we go. Things are going to slow down.
Is
The
it
roller
good?
coaster hit the peak, and now here we go.
I've heard good things about this game. It's caught my radar.
The only person
It's
that
on
said anything good
PlayStation now,
about this is
isn't it?
Kevin Ainsworth and Xbox fans.
And me.
Oh, there it is. Okay, come on.
So
Should I play this game? Come on, sell it.
it's a short game.
That's good.
I don't really want to say too much about the story, because I think it is something that everyone should experience, even if it's like in a Let's Play.
Okay.
I never played a game that utilized headphones this way. And if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then again, I don't really want to say more than that. But really makes me want to play the second one, because I'm sure they even like take that to like another level with that.
I
but
think
like,
you should talk about the headphones thing, because I think you'll sell Matt.
Oh.
I don't think
More
it's a
on it.
spoiler.
Yeah.
This is.
I say
okay.
talk about it.
I usually don't play with headphones.
Oh, really?
You
Is that
probably
concerned?
should for this. I will give
All
it
right.
props. Now, I'm not a Hellblade fan. I thought it was pretty sleepy, and it put me to sleep. But the headphones
Did
thing,
you
the
play it,
audio
Ron?
design is great.
You
I
played
did.
it?
Kevin
Yeah.
Ainsworth.
Did you finish
talked
it?
it up. No,
No, me neither.
no.
I
Kevin
went
Ainsworth
through
talked it up to me.
Oh, you didn't finish either, eh?
Yeah,
No,
Me
I
and
got
Marcus.
a few
Oh, wow.
hours. It's just you're like, I found like Sanua is walking in molasses. Like she's like in quicksand the whole time. She's
very
moving
slow. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
slow.
You can't run.
And I got tired of the
You can't
puzzles.
jump?
I got tired of the puzzles too.
Yes.
It's like these puzzles are very basic, and it's just ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I don't think
audio design. Audio design.
Great, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I think there is too much walking, and I was trying to figure out, like, because again, it does like hit on some like serious, topics, and so part of me was thinking like, okay, if you just had like constant combat, like would that kind of dull that? So, but I agree, there was definitely some walking simulator portions, but yeah, okay. So talking about the headphones. So this game is about, mental illness. It kind of even says in the very beginning that there's psychologists that they even brought on board to try to make it represented as accurately as possible. And, very early on. So I guess, probably why I shouldn't feel too bad about mentioning it. So glad you all pushed me to, you basically have these voices, talking to you. And,
cool.
I don't know how that would communicate well through if you're just playing on your like TV speakers or sound bar, but in your headphones, I mean,
it's clever.
It sounds like it's literally in your head, and
in your head.
It's not like one.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know for sure. Maybe if I had to guess, it might be like 7 or 8
several voices,
people talking. And I have like pretty decent headphones, and I'm sure it would like be anywhere. But like you have like where it seems like someone's like maybe behind you to the left, and you got someone. I mean, it's just like constantly surrounding, and it's just like they're constantly chattering. It's like, and it's kind of like oh, Sinua can't do that. She's not strong enough. And it's just like constantly just like, and I don't know, like it got to me, which I think was the whole point, right?
The whole point, yeah.
And it really what made me want to keep going, because like I've never experienced anything like that. Sorry that hasn't impacted Ron and Marcus the way it has.
That part of it
Kevin
was cool.
I,
that
who
part
are
of it was
right. But.
If the combat, if the combat had been better, I think I probably would have been able to power through the slow movement and maybe even the puzzles. But I didn't even think the combat was good. And I think that's where finally I was just like, man, there's not enough good going on for me to continue through this. Lucky enough, by the time Kevin talked me into it, it was pretty cheap and was on sale. I don't feel like I wasted money on it, but it just was not for me. I did not see what the hype was behind it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I definitely had some issues with the combat, so I definitely wouldn't say it's like, I definitely hope the second one improves upon that. But, me, I love a good parry. So I think this game does have good parries. I think where there are some issues, you get to the point like where you're fighting multiple enemies and the targeting isn't very good. Mainly there isn't really like targeting you. Like you kind of like flick your stick, and then now like, okay, I think I'm looking at this person, but like you get to some point like where sometimes there's like 5 or 6 enemies on the screen, and they're kind of next to each other. So when you flick the stick, your camera just changes a little bit. So it's like, okay, well, which one am I looking at, right? So, again, like I think if this game was 60 hours long, I think I would have a much bigger problem with it, but I remember right, I think I was done in about 10 or 11 type thing. So it's not a super long game. And honestly, there's not a ton of combat because, like kind of mentioned before, there are some walking segments. And again, like, I am not a walking simulator person. But again, like kind of with that atmosphere, kind of with what I mentioned before with the headphones, like I was definitely interested. I kind of wanted to see where this was going. So that's kind of like what kept me going and what, helped with my enjoyment. Of it. I also played Journey. This is actually my second attempt playing Journey because I did try to play it last year. Just wasn't vibing with it at the time. I kind of think part of it, I did try to just play like sitting here on my computer, and I kind of feel like sometimes there's games that I think are just better in handheld, if that makes sense. I don't know, like Marcus or Matt, since you guys have a Sweet Potato and a Steam Deck, that there's just some games that I think fit better, like rather in handheld than either on a TV or on a monitor. So I did play mostly this in Steam Deck. I mean, it's a very short game, so it wasn't hard to do that. 2013 game, I think. Pretty beautiful, and I don't mean that in a way that like I think the game that everyone's talking about, like in terms of being like technically impressive, being like, you know, Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not saying that it is like technically impressive, but the fact that, you know, if I look back at like maybe Call of Duty 2013, and if I had those side by side, I think Journey holds up a million times better than that would, just because the art style. I mean, I was shocked about how well that looked. I knew it wasn't like a year or two old game, but when I looked up, I'm like, wow, 2013. Like most games that old, just, you know, would look kind of rough in these days. So really, just a beautiful game. I will say though, kind of like with Hellblade, but I think even more so, I definitely had a walking simulator vibe with this. um, I had some cool platforming. I wish there was more of it though. I felt like that they just kind of have like a little dash of like kind of like there's this like one segment where you're kind of almost flying up in a circle as you're trying to like climb higher and higher. Just wish there was a little bit more of that platforming. And then I kind of got a little frustrated that, you know, the game does auto save periodically. It doesn't really tell you when it does it. So I had like one thing like where I think I was trying to get ready for soccer practice or something. So I thought I got to a point where surely it saved along the way, but did not. And then I basically had to replay that like 20-minute segment. So again, it's not like I lost an hour of progress, but was kind of annoyed that I did that. But you know, I did enjoy my time with it, but I don't think it's like wasn't like one of my favorite games I played this year.
That hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
I know, and then was recommended to listen to Marcus and Michael talk about it, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm going to sound like such a jerk since they were so high on it. But you know, different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. I mean, it's one of my goats, but hey, I mean, like you said, everybody has different opinions sometimes and stuff.
It's one of those things too. Like I think Michael had played a little bit of it, if I'm remembering correctly, but he had not finished it before. I played it before, really enjoyed it my first time, but it's it's a 2012 game, 2012, 2013.
Oh, somebody got it wrong.
And you know, when you go back to it's almost 15 years old, man. Like that
sometimes it's good not to go back.
And plus it's
yeah,
you know, that. Matt, you were talking about how people hyped up Expedition 33, and it's hard to live up to that. And when you have that baggage kind of going in to a game, it maybe just you have your expectations so high, or you've heard all these people talk so highly of it. You're like kind of waiting for it every time, waiting for that thing when you're playing it, and oftentimes it never quite gets there. So
it's unfair to the game. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
you know, we always bring something into every experience that we play a game of, and sometimes it impacts our overall experience. So I don't know. It doesn't shock me that somebody playing it for the first time would be like kind of meh. Like can see some good stuff in it, but is like also like, what's the big deal? A little bit. I'm not saying that's exactly what your perspective was, Quag, but like that doesn't shock me that somebody playing Journey for the first time in 2026 might come away with like, what's the big deal? But it was a big deal for the time. It was not dissimilar to actually me playing Pony Island last month, which is a Daniel Mullins game, the guy that made Inscription. Like this was his first game from
I remember that episode
10 years ago, right? And it's like yeah, it's cool. It's
right?
cool, but it's like I've seen all this stuff that he's done since and that other people have emulated since. So like it's not quite as novel when I go back and see it in this, when you know, as novel as what it would have been when this game first came out. So yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good context because I mean, honestly, that's kind of like where I surprised y'all with Village being my favorite game so far this year. I just had really low expectations, really going into 7, and then that. So yeah, expectations can really play a lot either way, right?
And some games just hold up well. I mean, it depends on what you followed it up with. Because sometimes I've played a game where something was super high, and I end up playing another game that everybody loved, and I'm just like, well, this is okay. But it depends on where you were at. It's like Matt was talking about with his funk after playing Requiem. That's the way I felt when I played the first Mass Effect 1 back when it first released. I got done playing that. I didn't know what to play after that because it was just one of those things where Mass Effect was just
feeling.
so high for me. And
yeah.
whatever game I can't remember exactly what game it was, and I just could not get into it because Mass Effect just had me on such a damn high that I just kind of didn't play anything for like a good almost 2 weeks. And then I was finally kind of able to start getting back into stuff. So I think oftentimes it could also be a game that comes before it that can completely just ruin the experience for you. Or not ruin it, but maybe just sit there and maybe not have you as high on it.
Definitely changes.
Yeah. So a lot can go into it, depending on how old a game is, what you played before it. So
complicated.
That's fair. And then I kind of got in this weird zone because I did want to play Resident Evil 4, but I was coming up on spring break, so I wanted a game that I could play that I didn't need my full attention. If I'm on a flight and my kid throws up, I just want to be able to. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be suplexing a granny and do it. But I could just pause this one.
No?
So I wanted to pause Lego City Undercover. So I picked this up for $249. So I couldn't say no. We were talking earlier about cheap Steam games,
got
right?
Good reviews.
Yeah,
people did. People did enjoy that.
Regarded.
Yeah, I mean, again, it felt like it started off a little slow for me because I was really wanting to play Remake 4, but it was actually pretty charming. Decent story, and actually had a lot more background story than I expected. I actually had to go back and look up, is this a sequel? Because they're talking about all this stuff that had happened before, and they kind of have these flashbacks and stuff, and so it doesn't. Apparently they did make a prequel for the 3DS or something, but this is in a turn, its own game. But I'm just man, this is a lot more story going on than I expected for a Lego game. But really opened up towards the end, in terms of how you can explore, because it's almost it kind of reminded me of if a Lego game was going to have a take on GTA, not necessarily in terms of picking up hookers or killing everyone.
Good God.
Right? But as one
Can you
does.
imagine in a Lego game?
But you're basically able to drive around the whole city, and then at some point you get a helicopter, you can fly around the whole city. I mean, this really opens up, and
hey, pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm actually going to keep it installed because even after rolling credits, I'm this might be something fun to jump back into from time to time. But overall, I think I got my $2.50 from it.
That's good.
And then lastly, Resident Evil 4. I think I'm about halfway through. Matt, I feel like this game is really hard, especially coming off Village. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it's deliberate I think they deliberately made it harder because if you're very familiar with the OG, you're pretty OP in that, and I think they wanted to give a different experience. Not that they changed too much in terms of story and levels and stuff like that, but I noticed too. I was I don't remember it being this hard.
I've died a lot.
I die a lot, and you'd be thinking well, I can parry and I can move and aim. This should be much easier than the OG, but no, they are more aggro. It's funny because my best friend I'm playing Resident Evil 5 with, because I've been talking up Requiem. He's okay, let me play 4 before I get into Requiem, and he said the exact same thing you just said. He's hey man, is this game hard on normal? And I'm no, yeah, they humble you quite a bit. It doesn't mess around in that sense, but. Yeah, are you enjoying the new combat system? Are you parrying like a badass?
I am. If I have a complaint though, the tutorial when it tells you to parry, it's okay, look for the icon so you know when to parry. And I'm okay, well, where's the icon? Well, it's this big in the lower right hand corner of your screen. And I do have the 1440p monitor, so I mean I should be able to see it better, but Matt, I have no idea if you were able to see it at all. But
you gotta feel it, Quag. You
I
gotta
guess
feel
so.
it when you gotta
and that's the thing.
Parry them.
That's the thing. In most parry games, it's usually not based off a icon. It is you just feel it. But I'm well, tell me that. The tutorial literally tells you look for the icon, but don't
ignore the icon.
Ignore it.
Feel it.
Yeah, it's a bad tutorial. Come on. But yes. I like a good parry. I would argue that I'm not sure if it is a good parry because again, the icon really bothers me. I'm enjoying it, but I will say that
oh boy,
it's no Village.
Well, no,
Which is shocking. That is shocking.
I'm enjoying it, but I can't help but feel like, even though it seems like they have changed a lot, it's been a while since I played the OG, so I can't say for sure what has changed. But I feel like I've played it before, and I feel like
Right.
with that, I'm not going to be as excited to keep. I mean, I am going to keep playing it, but I'm just, I'm a little down on it. Yeah, especially compared to
Interesting.
Village, where I was locked in the entire time. So I'm not hating it.
Look at that.
But, and again, maybe it was my expectations. Maybe, again, like, this is like one of my favorite games ever, and going back and revisiting
Sometimes
it.
it's best not to go back.
Well,
No kidding.
yeah.
That is a unique take. I like it. It's
And I do
Resident Evil fans
too.
are different, yeah.
And I do too. It's
Like,
just not.
Village over RE4 remake. I never thought I'd hear that.
It's just
That
not
is
blowing
quite
my skirt up
fascinating.
like I thought it would.
Damn fool.
You have the gold edition, right? Like you're gonna
I do.
do the Ada Wong DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's a fun one too. Obviously ties in the story, and yeah, let us know your final thoughts. I'm curious, but yeah, I was not expecting you to say Village over RE4 remake. That is,
And that's not me
quite
saying
shocking.
that necessarily. Like, I think RE4's remake gameplay is definitely better than Village, but I just my experience with Village, I
Just
think, is better.
experience.
Yeah.
All right. Keep us
And
posted.
yeah, of course, I will. And that's what I've been playing, guys.
All right. You've been busy.
Very busy. Yes.
Very. One would wonder how that's possible to get through so many games.
Yeah, that's
Teach us.
Oh, well,
Not
maybe
playing
for a
long
classified
games.
episode. Oh, there you go.
Don't play long games. Okay.
That is
Noted.
a good way of doing it, right? Yeah, stick with maybe one might say, the tiny games.
There you go.
All right. Well, y'all, why don't we check out the Galactic Radar? Some upcoming games that we might be excited about, or some recent purchases that we have done, which our significant others may or may not know about. Matt, what are you interested in, or what have you picked up?
I splurged on Resident Evil Requiem, so I am not buying anything
Okay.
in the near future.
Whoa, what?
That being said, yeah, shocker. That being said, still adding plenty to the Deku list. One can wish list things and wait for sales. Probably not from Nintendo games, but one can only hope. I did wish list Starfield for
Oh.
PS5. I am a Bethesda fan. I am hyped to play it, but I can wait because I got a backlog. I don't need to pay full price. I can wait very patiently for $39.99. Same for Pragmata. It's very high on my radar, but again, I got a backlog. I can wait. And then this one just came up because of Ron. Wanted to give him a hug. He sent me a trailer for this indie game called Ground Zero.
I just saw this
And
too.
I was like, "You saw this too?
Yeah.
Look at that!" Like, you just sent it over, and I'm like, I didn't even watch the full review, but like the first minute, I'm like, this is a love letter to OG Resident Evil, like fixed camera angles,
I knew it would be right
pre-rendered
up your alley.
backgrounds,
I
This
saw
is,
it.
spooky stuff.
I heard about this too, actually. This is one of the
Yeah,
voice
eh?
actors from the original RE3 is in this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
oh my god, I got to buy this sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Then. But yeah, I wishlisted it right away. I'm not even joking, guys. Like Ron, I was ready just to buy
Hey,
it
man.
straight up full
I
price.
saw the review and
Just
I
to
was
support
like,
them.
this is, I gotta say this to Matt because I think Matt's gonna want this.
Yeah, I definitely want it, and I was very tempted just to be like, I just want to support the developer. But I was like, I'm not gonna play it anytime soon. I got guys. Like, I really, really need to play Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, it's been in the backlog for probably
Do you?
6
Do you
years
really
now.
need to do that?
Yes,
Dude, really,
I-
You've
I love
tried
the
this
series.
one
I need-
before, though, right? And it didn't
I
stick.
tried it once.
Yeah.
I tried once, and anyways, I got other games in the backlog, so I don't feel comfortable buying stuff yet, unless it's I don't know, overwhelming. But so yeah, that's what I'm hyped for. I don't know when I'm buying these games. I definitely don't know when I'd be playing them, even if I purchase them. But I can see that I'm not the only one interested in Pragmata, because what's on your list, Quag?
Yes, Pragmata. Also interested in. I have to give, I think, Ron a shout out. I feel like you've been speaking about Pragmata's praises for quite some time. But yeah, the hype kind of similar to Requiem. Capcom is just on a
Solid
roll.
reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we kind of talked about it last episode that Capcom's had a banger
Yeah, man.
decade.
And they ain't done.
Yeah, that's true.
Onimusha.
The year just started.
Okami too. Mega Man.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if Okami's going to make it out
Just keeps
this year.
coming.
Onimusha comes out this year, though.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
crap,
that's still
that's a
coming.
stellar year.
That's still coming.
That's crazy. Damn.
I don't think related to me just playing a Lego game, but I've been kind of looking more at the new Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight.
That newest trailer
I'm
is really
hyped. I'll wait
good.
for
And it
a
actually
sale,
has me
but I'm
thinking
hyped.
I might have to end up getting this.
So
What?
Yeah.
You?
You know, I'm not really into
Lego
Lego
game.
games like that, but that new trailer man,
You're
was pretty
not.
hot. I was like, okay, this shit looks really good.
Okay.
Well,
I
like
love it.
we're in this alternate universe that for whatever reason we're not going to get any more Arkham games. It seems. I think it's the closest we're going to get. I'm
agree.
really high
Sad.
on Asylum and City. Night was fine, but yeah. So, and I'm a big sucker for like the Nolan trilogy. So like seeing the Tumblr there, and looks like they're going to do the
So
whole
cool.
like revisiting of those, at least part of those movies. So I'm kind of a sucker for that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wishlist this. We'll see. I don't know how soon I'll buy it, but definitely wishlisted it. I picked up Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Looking forward to playing it
playing
this
this year
year.
together, right?
Think we're going to play it this year, right, Matt?
You tell me when.
Okay.
I'll get it ready.
Excellent.
Very
excellent.
excited.
Excellent.
Maybe it'll replace Origins since you abandoned me on that. Not
Sorry,
bitter
dude.
about that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Picked up Donut County. Picked up Call of Duty Modern
Excellent.
Warfare 2019. That was only like $6. I was shocked. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's been pretty cheap on sale quite a few times.
That's pretty cheap.
Oh, has it?
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen that one, but maybe I missed it. I've had and played the original several times, Call of Duty 4. But yeah, I think it was like the remake. But also picked up Detroit Become Human.
We can play together.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we're just gonna
Another
play
good
all
game.
the games together.
The game's good.
Yeah. Picked up the Atari 50 anniversary celebration.
Okay.
And then I think I shared in the deals Discord that I really wanted Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and it was like one of those bundles, and I was seeing if I had any recommendations on some others. So I basically took everyone's recommendations. I also picked up Cassette Beast, Midnight Fight Express, My Friendly Neighborhood, Sorry We're Closed.
Yes, Midnight Fight Express.
We can play
is
that
good
one together.
Shit. Good job.
Which one?
My Friendly Neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
My Friendly Neighborhood. Let's play that together.
Cassette
right,
Beast.
sounds good.
We can talk about that one because I have that as well.
Nice.
Look at this.
Look at this. We're just going to... All the games together.
Play
sure.
everything together.
Everything.
All the games.
Picked up Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning.
Good one.
I've
Heard
actually
good things. Heard good things.
was really interested in this game back when it came out. I want to say like 2010. This is like the Kurt Schilling, if you guys are
Yes.
baseball people.
Yes.
Like he's the guy that came out with that. I think he's now that studio's now gone. But
He was such a shyster about the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
he
that was
fucked over
super-
everybody.
Super shady, man.
Yeah.
That game came out. I was like, oh god, what a mess.
Yeah.
So, but I was always interested in it even back. I think it came out originally on the 360. So I mean, it's definitely
Yep.
an older game, if I recall correctly. 360, I think.
Yep.
And actually, just I think today or maybe yesterday, I picked up the new Ready or Not DLC. It only came out like 6 weeks ago, and it already at 50% off. So
Damn.
got picked up Boiling
wow.
Point for $4.99. You know, I'm always up for more Ready or Not, so picked that up. And then my biggest purchase of all of these, I'm actually looking at y'all through it now. I got an OLED monitor.
Fancy.
Yeah,
Very fancy.
So everything's been going up in price, like RAM and everything, but surprisingly, monitors have actually been going down in price. So I was actually very happy. I would have probably bought it even at a little bit higher. So I felt like I had to jump on it. So, and then what even sweetened the deal even better, even though I had to work on it, like I had to I think 3 different
Yeah, you
messages
did.
with Amazon to get my damn code, but I got Resident Evil Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
you should enjoy that one. I'll be shocked if you don't.
Oh,
I
I
would be
plan
shocked
to
if you don't
play
like that
it
game.
immediately after Remake 4 and its
Okay.
DLC.
All right.
Wow.
Excellent. Excellent.
So realize that was quite a bit. Marcus, I see you have some stuff here. What have you picked up?
Yeah, a few that I've already mentioned that because I've started playing them. So Highland Song, Winterboro, Little Nemo, of ones that I've at least started. Fretless is an indie, obviously RPG, but rhythm based RPG. It's kind of like a rock music sort of style game. Looks really cool, short-ish RPG. I think it like kind of the 8 to 10 hour range. So had that one on my radar for a while. It was on sale a few weeks ago. VVVVVV. So 6 Vs. There's actually another Steam game that's like 5 Vs. That one's the
No.
bad one.
Oh
We want
my
the one with
gosh.
6 Vs, apparently.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
is
Yeah.
so weird.
It's a precision platformer. It was recommended on another Discord that I'm in. Said it was really good and
Okay.
it's short. I was thinking I might, if I get when I get to it, probably I might do a bonus episode because this is not one for Michael.
This is an older game, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've heard of this one before. Is this the one that the same guy that did Thomas's Alone?
Mm,
Am I getting them mixed up?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
it's what's that guy? Bithell? Mike Bithell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Different
think
guy?
it's him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Picked up Elec Head, which is the first game by the same dev that did Ooh, which is a game that I really liked that I played last year. And then just picked up yesterday, Duck Detective. It's a
Ooh.
Fuck yes.
game, yeah, that we've got a real special guest lined up for an upcoming episode of TGC. So wanted
Very
to
nice.
pick that one up for that.
Nice. Ron, what about you?
Purchase wise, it's been a little short. Start off with Best Served Cold. It's a murder mystery like bartending simulator. I saw a launch trailer for it back when it first released. It's been a few months, but as Marcus knows, I love detective murder mystery shit. So I was like, you know what, this looks good. Reviews were good for it, so took a chance on that one. An older one I decided to pick up because it was super cheap. Zone of the Ender Second Runner. I figured I would take a chance on it. It's a Kojima game, so I'm pretty sure this might not end well.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I like mech shit, and there's mechs in this. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on this. I heard it's a short game, so we'll see. I got it for so cheap that it ends up being cheeks. I'm okay with this. Hopefully it's not. Maybe this will surprise me, and this will be a good game. I hope. We'll see how it goes. And then Celesta, Crown of the Magister, is a CRPG. It had decent reviews for it. It seems to be ever since Baldur's Gate 3, I've been wanting to venture more into CRPGs. So I have Wasteland 3 already on deck at some point in time. PG3 really kind of just got me wanting to sit there and just try more of them out. I've had Divinity Original Sin 2 for quite some time. I put that on the wheel, so eventually I'm going to give that a shot as well. But Celeste looked like it had enough going on where I was like, this seems interesting enough. And it was only like $7. So I figured I'd give that a shot. And then several games wish listed. Like Matt said, Deku Deals. I threw it on there and put most of them for 35 or 50%. So we'll see how it goes. Mm-hmm. Despite the fact that Greedfall Dying Worlds reviews have not been that great, I figured that I will give it a shot. And if it gets cheap enough, maybe at 70% off, I will take a dive on it. Because I really enjoyed that first Greedfall. Greedfall 2, I heard the story is quite good, but the gameplay, I heard, is very divisive. So we'll see how that goes. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. That's an instant grab at some point. I'll probably only wait maybe like 35% for that because Capcom, Monster Hunter Stories, I really enjoy that. So I'm cool with that. Crimson Desert, that's definitely 50%.
At least.
At least.
Damn, Marcus.
He's not wrong. Here's my thing with Crimson Desert. So lucky enough, they have been very good about trying to patch the issues that fans have had. I'm cool with that. That's great. That shows they're willing to listen to people and try to support what fans have gripes about. My biggest issue with it is that I'm going to need to probably be like Dragon's Dogma if I'm going to enjoy it. Everybody knows that I am a game, I love gameplay. Great gameplay is cool with me. I'm always a story guy first. Dragon's Dogma is usually about the only game that will really sit there and buck that for me. That story in Dragon's Dogma is complete bunk. But the gameplay is so damn good. So damn good that I don't care about the story being shit. If Crimson Desert can fill that role, I'll be okay. But like Marcus said, that is at least 50%. And that's exactly what I got it set for on Deco Deals. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not paying full price for that. I'm not even doing 30% for that. That's strictly 50% or more. And it's probably going to
it's gonna be a better game at that point. Well, because I mean they've already patched so much in just like 3 weeks,
a couple of weeks, and they've patched so much stuff. So you're right. Probably by the time it gets to 50%, it might be a completely different game, and I'm cool with that because the gripes I've heard about it, I think I'll be okay with it. But I'd rather just do a safe purchase on that one just in case. I've decided to give Absalom a try at some point, so I put that on there.
I saw this on your list. I was surprised.
Yeah,
a roguelike.
I'll tell you why.
Like Ron. Okay.
So my friend Curtis, Chaos Wolf in the community, Kurt played it. He really enjoyed it. Beat 'em ups, roguelikes, two things I don't really mess with, especially roguelikes. But then I saw our friend Koala, Foolish Fuji, was playing the demo of it. And I actually reached out to her to make sure somebody did not hack her account because I was a little worried here. Like, Koala does not play these kind of games. So I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm getting ready for work.
Yep.
And I look and I'm sitting there seeing like, Absalom. I'm like, what? So I sent her a message. And I was like, who are you? But she sat there and said that she was playing the demo. She wanted to sit there and just kind of just try it because it was different. And she was having a good time with it. And I was like, well, shit. If Fuji's having a great time with it, then maybe I need to give this a chance. So I started watching a few more reviews and I started reading a few. And I'm like, I think I'm willing to sit there and try this at 50% off just to make sure. But I think I've seen enough of that where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give that a shot and see how it goes.
I'm keen to check it out too. For a similar reason though, like it's not my style of game either. The beat 'em up really, or although I like beat 'em ups, but I don't really play much of them in the roguelike aspect. But it's got a really cool art style. I think the narrative is actually pretty decent from what I can tell. That's what
nailed me on it because everybody was saying that in reviews, and I'm like, okay, cool. It
sounds like it's just everybody that's played it has really, really spoken highly of it. So I'm keen to check it out at some point, but I can't pay full price for it either.
Yeah, that's a 50% just to make sure because I don't want to, just in case. Because like I said, there's two genres I don't really mess with, especially the rogues. But
guys, I'm disappointed. I have to stop you right here.
What?
We designed a beat 'em up game, guys. We should be champions of the beat 'em up genre. Come on.
Wait, this will make you proud, Quack, because I actually have River City Girls on my Deku Deals list from way back after we sit there and talked and had that episode.
Excellent.
I almost got River City Girls too because I can't remember. I think it was like 50% maybe. But I was like, well, I want to play the first one. And the first one's not on sale yet. So I was like, you know what? By the time that first one does go on the sale that I want it to be on, River City Girls 2 will probably be even cheaper. So I decided to just hold off on it. I got you, though. It's going to happen. I don't despise beat 'em ups. It's just like Marcus said. Back in the day, I played them so much because you always had friends in the neighborhood that could come over. They're just better at co-op. But
yeah,
I've heard enough about River City Girls where I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to play this because it sounds like this is really good. So you're going to get
Streets of Rage 4 is one that you should, I would highly recommend.
I have that already.
That's excellent.
It's really, really good.
It's very good.
A couple of weeks back. About a couple of weeks back. I think I already had it on PlayStation because they gave it away for free, but I wanted to buy it. So, and I think it was only like, was it $4 and some change? Something like that. So I do have that. So it'll get played at some point for sure. Life is Strange Reunion, that's going to be at 50% or more. I have it set at 50%, but I'll wait. Well, it's because the reviews from the last Life is Strange game were just so all over the place that I was like, you know what? I'll wait for it. I bought that at super cheap. I think 60%, something like that. This is going to have to be on that same level because once again, the reviews are very much all over the place. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. Some people are just very in the middle. That's too much bouncing around and unsure for me. So I was like, I'll just wait 50% or more and we'll go. Cause I I do like the Life is Strange series. Outside of 2, I thought 2 was
Same.
complete cheeks, but I don't know. I want to sit there and give it a chance. I want to sit there and see how things get wrapped up. So I'm willing to sit there and take a chance on the 50% or more for that one. South of Midnight is on there. I put that at about like 30% because I'm willing to pay for that. I've seen enough where I'm like, yeah, I'll enjoy that. Starfield, like Matt, but I'm not a Bethesda fan, so I had to be very careful with this. I love space stuff, but I don't trust Bethesda because I think the only reason why I'm really kind of looking forward to it is because of my conversation with Marcus. Marcus is not the biggest Bethesda fan, but he enjoyed Starfield.
He likes Starfield, yes.
And so because of that, I'm like, you know what? Then I'll probably be okay because Bethesda doesn't really make their gameplay style is just very different from what I like in my RPGs. They're more of go out there and just have fun in the open world. I need you to give me reasons to be doing shit. Yeah, like I need story stuff, things like that going on, not just, hey, go on out there and just make your own adventure. How about you just tell me what to do? It's like, I'd rather not do that. But so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I got that at about 50%. Hopefully it won't take 2 years to get there, but we'll see how that goes. People of Note is another one. I saw a whole bunch of good reviews for it. That came out of nowhere. I had never even heard of People of Note before until the reviews came out. And I saw that it was doing good on OpenCritic, and then
looks good.
Quite a few people I saw talking about it on Blue Sky, and I was like, okay, cool. Let me watch a few more reviews. I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. So let me go ahead and put that on my list. So that's another one that's on there. Replaced, that's definitely happened. I've been waiting on that since the first time it was announced. I'm getting that one. Mouse PI for Hire, that's going to happen. Opus, Prison Peak. That's another one.
Crazy good reviews.
The best reviewed game of the year so far.
Whoa.
Sitting on OpenCritic.
I was surprised by
back
that.
into the series.
I was surprised by that.
I was like, wow.
I tried playing the last Opus game, and as much as I was interested for
one.
the story, the resource
the
management stuff was just, that was the downside for me on that last Opus game. So I didn't even pay attention to this Opus at all. But then the reviews came out, and I'm just like, okay, these reviews are really fucking good. So I started looking through OpenCritic, started watching some reviews on YouTube. Once again, people on Blue Sky were talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I've seen enough where I feel safe in wanting to purchase this. So I threw that on the wish list. And then lastly, the game that I've been interested in since day one when they showed the trailer, Pragmata. Cannot wait. That's a 30%er. I'm going to get that at 30% for sure. Because
very nice.
Capcom's been cooking. And like I said, everything I've seen about Pragmata from the beginning, I'm cool with this. I know I will enjoy it. So looking forward to it.
Very nice.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that leads us to the next section. Beam us up. Community questions. Speaking of Foolish Fuji, she just got our first question here tonight. Hello, team. First time, long time. This question will be no surprise coming from me, but have you played a demo of a game that got you curious or heard so much about that game that you ended up either understanding the hype or buying to continue playing it?
Don't do demos.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Really? I'm a bit surprised, man.
I don't know. I think I talked about this a while. I can't remember. Just with demos, I don't like the idea of just playing like a snippet, and then it teases me, and then I got paid full price. It's just like it's just I'm in or out.
Yeah.
I don't like dipping my toe for getting like a little taste.
I'm actually
like
the same.
so.
I'm with you. I was gonna come on here and say, you know what, Fulia? I kind of hate demos. I kind of hate them.
I kind of hate them.
Well,
damn.
Maybe that's probably a little harsh. I'm happy they exist for the people who enjoy them, but I hate playing demos. How about that? Because I feel like, yes, it's a tease, like Matt said. I think like I don't want if I'm excited about a game, I don't want. Or if I'm
buying it,
I'm interested. If I'm not interested in a game, I'll get interested when I'm interested. Like I don't need a demo to help me along. I don't like the idea of having to play a section of a game and then if I like it, then wait 6 months to play it.
Brutal.
Or even if it's just to like if the game's already out and there's a demo, I'll just buy. If I'm interested in the game, I'll buy the game. Like I don't need a taste of a short demo to do it. Their games seem like they're getting a little bit better at this, but definitely not all. Carrying your progress over that you may have had.
Is important.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, no, I'm not a big demo. I almost, you know what I was thinking back, because I did play a few in the past year. I played the demo for Mio, and I played the demo for Mina the Hollower. At least parts of it. I didn't finish either of them. And I enjoyed what I played of both those games, but in a weird way, I think it almost made me a little less excited for the game, because I'd already kind of experienced a little bit of it. And so it wasn't like I had, when they came out, I was like burning to go, because I'd already experienced a bit of it. I plan on playing these games eventually, but I've already tasted them now, and I don't have a big pull to get to them maybe as soon as I might have had I not played the demo. That's a weird, it's probably a weird way to just, but I think that's where I'm at with them. So I think I mostly avoid them. I was doing kind of, when I played those demos, I was kind of doing research for hype factor, because I wanted to know and be able to speak to them for the fantasy purposes. But yeah, like I just generally don't do it. Sorry, Fulia.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you guys. I don't really do demos. The last one I remember I did was Stellar Blade. And that was more of a thing of like everybody was completely talking about it so much when the demo came out. And I was like, well, you know what? I want to see what it's about, because I saw the trailers. I was interested, but it was still one of the things. It was a newer studio. I was expecting the kind of to be more all flash and not be much there, gameplay wise or whatnot. But I was actually glad that I played the demo, because it actually made me like more excited for the main game. And it wasn't what I was expecting out of it. I guess, because I remember I talked to with Matt about this. I was expecting like more Bayonetta DMC style for the game, and it wasn't that. It was, I don't want to say it was more methodical or slower pace, but compared to DMC and all that, it was very much so. It was just very more like deliberate. It's not Souls game. It was just slower pace as far as like exploring and the save points and stuff like that. So yeah, I was glad. I was like, okay, this wasn't what I was expecting, but I'm still in on this. So that demo actually did a good job of getting me more interested in the main game and showing me like, okay, this this is the first game from the studio. This is a very good starting point. So that was really it though, because for the most part, I don't play demos. And it's similar to what Matt and Marcus said. It's just I don't want to play this game now and have to wait months for it, or I'm super excited for this. I didn't play the problem out of demo because I did not want to have to wait a while for it to go on the sale price that I wanted. I'm not going to tease myself like that. So I was like, no, I'll take a pass. Even though people were talking about how great it was, cool, I trust you. But I'm not gonna pay it for myself. I'm not gonna play it for myself. I'll just wait.
Maybe that's the good thing about demos that I appreciate, is that other people play them and then talk about what they liked or didn't like about a game. So it kind of gives me more than just a review kind of when the game releases. I can get excited about a game because of hype, or I guess not hype, that is generated from people playing a demo at Steam Next Fest or whatever. I don't necessarily need to engage with that myself, but I like that other people do.
Yeah,
so thank you for people that we trust.
Yeah, when it comes to people that we trust, that helps. Max played it. Max there and told me he was great. I was good. I was like, it's very rare when I do not agree with what Max likes, because we have similar tastes, especially when it comes to action stuff. So yeah, when he said it was great, I was like, "All right, cool, I trust you," because I'm not playing it. I don't want to tease myself like that.
Yeah, I don't really play a lot of demos either. I just have such a big backlog. If I am going to play something, I'd rather probably chip away at that. However, Folia, don't worry. I do actually have an answer for you. So when I was mostly playing on Switch, the new Dragon Quest 11 game was coming out, and everyone was hyping it up. And I was curious, and they actually offered probably one of the biggest demos I'm aware of. They basically let you play the first 10 hours of that game just in the demo. So before it came out, I downloaded that, played honestly just about all 10 hours of it, and timed it pretty well that by the time I got to the 10-hour mark, the game did come out, and then I was ready to buy it. So that worked out pretty well for me, especially when I didn't really feel like I had to wait to keep playing, because the timing of it worked out pretty well for me. So yeah, Dragon Quest 11, pretty good. I like that game.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, next question here. Matt Silver Soul. friend of the show.
Cool, Matt.
Hey, fam. Oh, cool, Matt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool, Matt.
Let's say you were getting married and you needed to build out your bachelor party with 3 gaming characters. Who would you invite to the party?
Okay,
I love this question.
I've been thinking about this. Can I go first?
Sure.
I don't want anybody to
Please.
steal one.
Yeah.
So,
oh no.
I have a feeling we're going to share some.
we might. So, my bachelor party, I want people who are fun. That's really what I'm looking for. So,
Agreed.
number 1, favorite game of ours, Matt, Night in the Woods. May Borowski is coming to my bachelor party.
Oh my God, she's on my list, man. Yep, 100%.
I had a feeling that somebody was going to
100%
say
she was on my
Night in the
list.
Woods between you guys. Oh my God.
Yep. May for sure.
I feel
she's so funny when she drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Number 2, Sully. Sully's going to be there. I think he's a good wingman.
Marcus, God, dog it, man.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Sully.
He stole
eh?
my guy.
And this one, actually, I
Okay.
don't know that will be on anybody's list. I had to go into the Witcher lore, so I'm taking Dandelion with me on my bachelor party.
Okay.
Oh,
There's
good
no
one.
way. Dandelion's a fool.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice, man. You stole solely. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Sorry, Ron.
It's okay.
But yeah, May's on my list. Not Sully. I was gonna bring Nathan Drake.
Damn.
He's got, come on, you know he's gonna have a good time. You know he's a fun guy. And then I struggled between these two, and I thought this would be on your list, Marcus. I'm surprised it's not. But I think I'm gonna go with Lenny from Red Dead Redemption 2. Arthur Morgan was a pick, but I was like, you know what? Lenny's the guy that he's a good guy, and they drink in that game and they have a good time together. So I was like,
that's a good choice. Yeah.
I got Lenny, I got Nathan Drake, I got May. We're gonna have a really fun time. That's a solid lineup, I think, in my opinion. So you didn't pick? Did you pick Nathan Drake?
I had
You did,
Drake and
Ron, you
Sully
did.
because they both are just
Okay.
a bunch of fools, man. And Sully especially, he looks like he would just be a blast to be in that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
yeah, both Drake and Sully was going to be on my squad. But then I was going to have Bayonetta because she's funny as hell.
No.
Yeah, I would love to have her.
Does she drink?
I don't know if she drinks or not,
She
but
party animal?
she's just funny as hell, and it just her
Oh,
whole
okay.
vibe would just be great.
She's fun.
Yeah, so
Got it,
yeah,
got
I
it. Cool.
had her, Drake, Sully. I think that'll be a bang up time, man.
Nice. None of these were on your list, eh, Quag?
Well, maybe
Your
I
list
read
is
the
completely
question
unique.
differently.
Oh.
So, I'm usually under impression that there's usually entertainment at these bachelor parties. So when I'm thinking of gaming characters I would invite, I wasn't necessarily thinking of my friends that would be coming along, but maybe someone who may be, entertaining.
Doing a
Yeah,
party,
that's fine.
like a magic show.
Interpret it how you
Like
want.
like a magician.
Interpret it how you want.
I mean, sometimes that they might be able to make
Or-
certain things disappear. Sure, Matt.
Oh, Quag, your list is going to be quite different then.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
this
Please,
is fine.
you can
This
share
is fine.
if you want. You can share still if you want.
So, got to invite Pyro, right, from Xenoblade 2.
Yes, Pyro's a very good choice.
I would probably
Wait a
invite.
minute. What entertainment is she going to be bringing on a pole?
Well,
No, it's the Pyro.
yeah,
The Pyro show,
Matt,
the fire.
Matt was mentioning
Ron,
Magic tricks.
making things.
what kind of show is
Right?
this?
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Mixed
kind. I
fire.
don't know what kind of bachelor parties you've been to, sir. But I'm just saying.
Fire show. Come on.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
got
Okay, who's
Pyro,
next?
and then
Yep.
got Mithra, right, from
That's
Xenoblade
right.
2.
Mithra will do the martial arts and sword performance.
Yeah,
That's right.
and then
The double blades.
the third
Sure.
character from Xenoblade 2, I can't mention because it'd be a spoiler, but those would be the
Lord
three I'd
mercy.
invite.
All Xenoblade characters?
Oh my God,
What is
Quack.
going on here? Like, what?
I already know which character he's referring to, and quite frankly, I
And
don't.
the fact that the third character is
I
a
don't-
spoiler character. This is wild.
Yeah, and I don't even know how to describe that character's talent in this.
Oh my
aspect.
goodness.
Okay,
So
we'll leave it at
Quack
that.
is having strippers
Okay.
come to the party, and that's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's
Hey,
cool.
I didn't call him
What?
that. I just called him entertainment.
did.
That's not
Ron.
what they're
I
doing.
did.
Come on.
I did. Everybody who sits there and knows these two characters know what the deal is. So, I mean, so come on. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Good job, Quang. Except for the third character, the spoiler character. I'm wondering, like, who could this be?
I'll send you a screenshot later. I know you'll never play it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. See, so three strippers at the party.
No, performers,
magicians,
artists, dancers,
magicians,
dancers,
artists. That's right.
Okay,
there you go.
All right.
Another friend of the show, John32. I'll give you guys my old faithful question. Which brings you more joy, rolling credits on a game or starting up a new game? Hashtag no one full experience answers.
That's right. Thank you, John, for putting that disclaimer
Who
in
was
there.
going to do that? I wasn't going to do that anyway.
The one who is speaking.
Come on, the answer's obvious.
The one who is speaking, right?
You?
The one. Yes, the answer's obvious. Rolling credits is always more satisfying than starting
And
up.
you're not wrong.
Almost always.
You're not wrong. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Rolling credits all day.
Okay, agree. Rolling credits.
Unless it's have to be like the rare circumstance of like it's like a sequel or like another entry in the franchise, like you're kind of excited to be back in. But even then, it doesn't just beat that satisfying feeling of like rolling credits and like you've come to the conclusion of the story or this journey with this character. Obviously, if the game is good, the game sucks. Yeah. But like when you're just wrapping it up, like it just brings like this sense of satisfaction conclusion, especially if you're platinum it.
Unless it has an amazing intro.
If
it has an amazing intro, then that could kind of help things.
That's hard.
Yeah. The rolling credits, I'm with you.
But
yeah, I wish I could disagree, but yeah, I'm on team rolling credits. Yeah.
Roll them credits.
Yeah, I like checking boxes, so that is
yes.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Quack, are you going to be the one to disrupt the sweep here?
I'm rolling credits as
clean
well.
Sweep.
Yep.
Clean sweep.
Unanimous. Yep.
There it is.
Checked off that box. Thank you, John32. Jazzy. How do you guys feel about post-game content? Would you rather everything be available before the final boss, or do you like having more game to go back to after rolling credits? I'm thinking stuff like the Battle Frontier and Pokemon, or bonus dungeons that open up after credits, like in some Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest games.
Hate them. Hate it. Yeah, don't do that shit.
You hate the post.
Yeah.
You want to.
If the credits are done, I'm done. I'm done after the credits usually.
I'm with Marcus. Marcus because once I roll credits, man, there's a damn good chance that's it. Unless I'm doing some kind of trophy cleanup for a platinum or whatnot, that is it. So give me all the options before the final boss. Don't wait until afterwards, because after that, if you sit there and say, "Oh, hey, there's a stronger dungeon after this," I'm good. I beat the final boss and roll credits. I don't give a shit about that. So I'm done.
Now, if you asked me, 15 years ago when I was probably playing a single game longer, like probably the best example I can think of is like Skyrim. Like the idea of like 100-hour RPG now, like kind of scares me, but I definitely, I go to my Steam profile and I played over 100 hours in Skyrim. So something like that, like back then I probably would be more inclined to, because like, I wasn't buying as many games and definitely had no problem staying invested in the game longer. But nowadays, I purposely try to do whatever I want to do in that game before I roll credits, because most likely, like I mentioned earlier with Lego City Undercover, I kind of think I'll go back to it, but I probably won't, just because usually once I roll credits, that's about it.
And of course, it's totally different from DLC or expansions, but we're talking about actual, right in that game.
All right.
I also don't like
Jazzy.
those either. But yeah, I also don't like DLCs or expansions all that much either.
Wait a minute though, Marcus. You played the expansion for The Witcher, sir.
Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I said generally don't like the. Yeah, I mean, like
got it.
Yeah. I'm with you though. It takes a special game for me to want to sit and do that. And it better be story based, like narrative.
Better be really good.
Expansions. If it's just that whole thing of, oh, do you want more gameplay? No, thanks. I'm good. You want to give me more story? Then yeah, I'm cool with that. Those are the expansions I like to play. Yeah. I don't play DLC that's just got gameplay stuff, or, oh, look, you have a new grappling hook or new ways to kill. That's not enough for me.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Black Wyver. Good day, BFAM crew. Hope you guys are keeping well. Questions for the show. At the time of recording, what is Marcus's take on the current BFAM Fantasy Critic leaderboard and some of the upcoming releases and predictions? Marcus, how are we doing, or are we sucking?
Who's gonna win?
I purposely didn't look at it, and I wanted to kind of scroll through as we're going. Although I'm looking at the clock here, we've been going for a while here, guys. So I'll try to keep it tight. So Ron's in the lead as of recording. Ron is sitting in first place.
Oh, look at that!
I did plenty of research, sir. I better be in the top 5 at least.
Very nice.
I
Very nice.
I don't think it's going to last. I'll be perfectly honest.
Oh,
Because
damn.
he's had a lot of games that have come out. You really stacked the deck early, Ron.
Yeah, I had to.
You didn't have to, but you
I was too low. I'm about to say I was too low on the list. If I was number 1, then maybe. But
That's my strategy. I'm stacking the deck very, very, very late.
There you go. Watch the comeback.
I think Ron could do okay if Persona 4 comes out this year and Blood of the Dawnwalker hits and comes this year. Like, it's got to do. I don't think that's a certainty that it does well, even if it does.
Yeah, I think Dawnwalker's going to be low 80s.
If both of those two do well, he could definitely be in the running still. Who else we got? Quag's got to get doing something. He hasn't added
I told you my strategy. I am peaking very late, just like I did in life.
Oh God!
I actually really like John's roster. I think that he's sitting quite well, especially with that Opus pick. That's his first scoring game.
I was sick to my stomach when I saw that. I was like,
damn it!
Yeah. Yeah, he's sitting. It's his only game out so far, but he's got Wolverine, Diablo, DLC, Vampire Crawlers, which is coming out next week, At Fate's End, which should be this year, the Star Fox game, unannounced Star Fox game, supposed to be coming out this summer.
Nintendo, please feel free to put that out in 2028. Thank you.
Let's see. Let's take a look at Matt's team.
Why bother?
That 51.
Why?
Are you in the negative right now?
How about it? I was gonna say, like, I gotta be like 9th or 10th.
Oh no, you're not in the negative.
Don't
just
even bother.
Actually,
Yet.
Well,
if Quag
you are in the you've got negative 1.25 points.
Oh,
sorry.
My.
Yeah.
Quag could be really good if he would stop forgetting to bid.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not. No.
One thing that I there's not much available right now.
Thank you.
Like,
I actually do try and look, and there's nothing.
Reason why I got all my stuff out of the way early.
Yeah.
Smart choice.
I like my team, but I've got some big question marks on some indies that that don't have dates and stuff like that. But if they do hit, I think they'll be okay.
Is Pony Island 2 one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to pick that.
Who else is looking
good? I was very
good?
unsure it was coming out this year, and I was like, let me just pass on that one.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't, he's supposed to be announcing a release date later this year. So we'll know. So I can drop it if it doesn't come. So John actually convinced me of that. Yeah. So if I had to put money on, I'm probably picking John actually to win the league. I like his team a lot.
Please God, no. Please.
It's rigged.
Yeah,
Hashtag
I don't need
rigged.
the hype factor, guys.
Come
being
on.
in the 1 or 2 spots. No,
Black
thank you.
Wyver's actually got a decent
Right?
team too, actually. So
Yeah, so
although
he's been paying attention. Yeah, man.
yeah, Dose of Divas and Gecko Gods didn't hit like I'm assuming expected, but he's got Lego Batman, Karen already, Witcher DLC if that comes, and he's got the Castlevania game and Kana, so not bad actually.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He's got some
Very
80s,
nice.
some 80s stuff in there for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I put my money on John probably, and yeah,
John,
maybe an
I love
outside
you.
chance.
I love you, John, but please, no.
Yeah,
Don't worry, John.
right.
I'm coming for you.
yeah. Quag,
Watch out.
Quag, my second choice, assuming he actually adds games to his roster. Yeah.
Don't worry. Like I said, I'm looking for all
Trust you,
the
Wade.
December 31st release games.
All right.
All right. So, second question. What is the current game of the year for each of you? Any year of release?
Requiem. Easy. Gonna be surprised if it's anything
Matt
else.
didn't even
Village.
waste any time. He just ripped it off right there.
Yeah, Village for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Very nice.
Okay. Dispatch for me so far.
Really?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, you really like that one. Yeah, I really got to check that one out.
Yeah, so I alluded to this before. I'm not quite sure it's Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. It's either that or Arco still. I still really love Arco.
Okay.
I probably, if I gun to my head, I'm probably picking Arco, but they're right neck and neck.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Shit.
Okay.
Nice. All right, and then third question, last question. If there was a multiplayer game that each of you would pick to play with the rest of the BFAM crew, which game would it be? And Fortnite is not an acceptable answer.
Thank you, Samit. Thank you.
Take care.
Damn. Harsh.
Making poor Tim Sweeney cry, because that actually I kind of wanted to bring that up as a news topic. Is that Fortnite is falling apart, which is kind of hard to believe.
Thank God. I prayed for nights like this.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, which multiplayer game would you guys pick to play with the BFAM crew?
So Divers 2.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Oh, look at that.
It just fits. It just fits.
Nice pick.
It's just very
Nice pick.
chaotic. It's craziness. And if we would just have a good time. We would just have a good time with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, the real answer is no game, none of them.
Damn.
But if I'm gonna have to,
Fair.
I'll play along. So
You gotta entertain the question. Yes.
See,
yes.
Marcus, Claude
Yes,
was
you
right.
do.
Claude.
Probably we've talked about it already, like a beat 'em up. I'm thinking maybe like the newest TMNT game, maybe Cosmic
Yeah,
Invasion,
okay.
something
Right.
like that. That's what I would pick.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's fair.
Okay. All right. My real answer would be I was thinking about like saying RE5 versus mode, but you guys would hate it.
Yeah.
But I'd have fun. It'd be hilarious. But my real answer would be Legends from Ghost of Tsushima. Right?
Okay.
We squad up. We take down enemies. It's a fun time. I haven't played in a squad of 4, but I've done it with like my best friend. It's pretty fun stuff,
Okay.
and it's like short missions. And yeah, everybody here I think likes that game, so that'd be a fun one.
I didn't realize it was more than just 2, so you can actually do 4
Yeah.
Legends?
Mhm.
Oh,
You
cool.
can squad up to 4,
Cool.
and it's free.
Cool.
Yep, it's fun.
Yeah, I saw like there's like these like, I don't know, icons all over the map that pop up all the time, but never did it. But I think for me, I was kind of going with what Ron had mentioned. I actually still kind of keep Helldivers 2 installed, mainly for that reason. I'm a sucker for Rocket League, so if anyone ever wanted to play Rocket League, I'd be down.
It's a good choice.
And
That's a good choice.
Part of like when I read that question, like I didn't know if like he was mentioning like the BFAM like community too.
Oh, okay.
I actually think like Fall Guys, especially because of like how many people you can play with, like we could actually get like a big lobby,
Okay.
and as long as Riley King
Riley, I was about to say
isn't
we have to
there,
leave Riley out of it.
because
I don't know.
I played with
I was
him
gonna
at
say,
Extra
he's
Life
gonna
a couple years
sweep it
ago.
for-
Like I think he won 99 out of the 100 games we
Riley's
played, or
a
something
maniac
crazy
at
like
that.
that.
No,
He
thank
is
you.
Yep.
Fall Guys king. But yeah. So I think
Quite
those
wait,
are
not
my
ready or
choices.
not. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought for sure you were gonna.
Oh, I don't think you guys would like that.
I would.
And
I was gonna say
Actually,
he knows
weapons
that
free.
some of us won't like
Weapons
it.
free all day. I'll be all over that.
Jesus.
And actually, of all the hours I've played, which is probably coming up on 40 or 50, I have not played online. I've only
Really?
played single player.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Black Wyver, for those questions. All right. Kiku's got a question. If you could erase one trend from modern gaming overnight, what would it be?
Live service. Get it out of here. I don't need any of that
Wow.
shit.
Just like that. All of it
All
gone.
gone.
None of them. Oh my gosh.
Get
Some
out of
of them
here.
are
I so
not
would
that
agree
bad.
with
Marcus. Oh my god.
90%.
Marcus.
90% agree with them. There are
Yeah,
exceptions
most
to the
are,
rule.
but not all of them.
All of
Helldivers,
them.
Come on.
Helldivers. Even Arc Raiders, if it had
Come on, it's
PvE,
harsh.
I would say that keep that one. But for the most part,
Holy cow.
I'm kind of with Marcus on that, especially Fortnite.
I'd say
Oh,
just wait a little
wow.
bit longer, apparently.
I gotta go with the everything mostly being a Souls like. It's died down. It's died down quite a bit from where we were at like last year, the year before that. But it got to the point where like everything was a Souls-like at some point, and I was just like, Jesus, can we please? Like, I get it. From Software set, a standard, and everybody wanted to follow suit because they were like, hey, look how many games, From Software is selling. Every game doesn't need to be that. And for a while, it just got to the point where that just really got out of hand. And every game that was coming out, as soon as you saw the trailer for it, you saw the dark, moody tone, and you're like, this is going to be a damn Souls-like game. And sure enough, it would be. So, like I said, it's eased up quite a bit, but that's still something I would still like to see kind of die down some.
What about you, Matt?
I don't like the trend of prices going up. I know that's just not in gaming, but I don't like the hardware going up in price. I don't like the fact that the services are going up, like Nintendo's went up. The cost of games are going up. Just stop it, please. Can't handle it. Okay, they should be going down, especially hardware. Going up after 6 years on the market is unheard of, but here we
Totally
are.
fair.
I think mine would probably have to be like, I think like, what was it, 5 years ago, that Matrix demo came out for Unreal Engine 5 that everyone, got super excited about.
Yeah.
But now like every game is coming, at least every like AAA game, it seems like, is coming out on Unreal Engine 5, and just kind of seems like everything's looking kind of samey. So I would say not necessarily eliminating Unreal Engine 5, but just like that trend that seems like everyone just wants to use Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I can see that.
All right. Thank you, Kiku, for that question. And then, let's see, got the captain. Having played some very impressive sequels recently with Ghost of Yotei and Resident Evil 9, which games do you think deserved a sequel and their franchise got written off too early? Hashtag Justice for Days Gone.
Yes, Cap.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, please.
That's right. Please give us that sequel. Exactly
where it needs to be. Trashed, canceled. Leave it alone. We got to stop this.
Let's see. No, let's see. I think it's an easy answer. I think I've mentioned before, but like I do believe it. Like Order 1886. Like
good call.
The mythology, the world, like it's there, and we talked about. So I won't go too much at length. They came out a little bit hot with the advertising and the pricing because it's a short game, but like the mythology they built really, like, there's so much potential. And the fact that like there's no continuation in any shape or form is like it's like such a shame. Like that was such a badass concept, and I enjoyed the game.
Yeah, it's damn good,
just,
man.
Yeah, it just got written off too quickly. It's too bad. It's a shame.
Nice.
Ron?
Everybody else's answer is Days Gone.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh,
man, I don't know. I had a hard choice, and I was really between like Remember Me and Binary Domain, but I'm gonna go with Binary Domain mainly for the fact that game really surprised me. First of all, I think I ended up getting it on the cheap because one of my friends was like talking about the great time that he had with it. The gameplay was good. That was one of those games where, like, as far as like, and quite a bit of that reminds me of Pragmata as far as like fighting the robots. Even though the story was a serviceable story, the story was good, but it was just the gameplay of that game, shooting a robot's arms off, and it's still trying to drag itself towards you with just the one arm it has left, popping its legs, and it's still trying to get at you, and just everything in that game as far as the combat was just so damn fun. And like I said, the story wasn't bad. And then it ended on a cliffhanger, and it's just like, surely they're not going to leave it like this. And sure enough, Sega never came back to it. And it sucks because, I mean, that game was really good and severely underrated. Every time I see it for cheap, I always pretty much tell anybody that I know that has not played it that they need to get it and give it a chance and play the game. Binary Domain was really good, but Remember Me was also probably one of Don't Nod's best in my opinion. That was another one that didn't really get a chance. So, but I got to give it to Binary Domain on that.
Nice. I got both those on my to playlist. Need to finally move them up. Marcus, you got any you can think of?
I do, and for me, there's really only one answer to this. For PlayStation first party, going back in the catalog a little bit, Puppeteer. Puppeteer deserves a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Puppeteer deserves a sequel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Excellent little game. So yeah,
Sure enough.
I would love to see a Puppeteer sequel.
Yeah, enjoyed that game. Really love that.
Good pick.
Nice. Well, I agree with the captain, and that's probably my number one choice. Would like to see more Days Gone. I don't know if this is technically a good answer, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I played Xenoblade X last year, and I think that does deserve a sequel. And I know technically the Xenoblade franchise is still going. Who knows?
That's
they might even make X.
Most Xenoblade fans cannot stand. I'm really shocked by this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'd want X2 over what we got with 2 or 3, but I think there's enough there that we need an X2. So,
Wow.
I think let's bring on X2. Nintendo, if you want me to buy a sweet potato, release X2. There you go.
This is how you do it.
Okay, that's gonna be what gets you there. All right. Shit, wasn't expecting to hear that.
And Ron, I'd like you to read off the good sir's comment, if you would, sir.
I will. Dark Cloud needs, and he makes sure he emphasized this, needs a third entry. The second game was incredible and has an 87 on Metacritic. Please, Sony and Level 5, give the people what they want. Ron, please read this on the podcast. Cole's not wrong. Cole's not wrong. The first Dark Cloud, I didn't care nothing about it. I read the reviews. Wasn't for me. Dark Cloud 2 at first. Because it was Dark Cloud 2, I didn't want to give it a chance. But then I started seeing reviews for it. And this game shouldn't even be high up on my list like it is. Dungeon crawler, crafting stuff, randomized dungeons. But there was something about the game, the way it looked, just the charm of it. I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a chance. I actually bought that game at full price. I was not disappointed. I love Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2 is a game I spent so many hours on this. I've played it twice. Beginning to end, didn't miss anything. That's how much I love this game. The fact that has not got a sequel is ridiculous. Level 5 keeps cranking out all these games, and I'm cool with that because I want Level 5 to succeed. But I need them to find time for one more Dark Cloud at least. Dark Cloud 3 needs to happen. It's just Dark Cloud 2 is fantastic. So yes, Cole, I will always stand side by side with you on this. It's not even just the fact that he is a part of the cult of the wheel. It is the fact that this man has great taste. Dark Cloud 2, people sleep on this. It's available on PlayStation 4 and 5. Please, buy this game. Buy this game and play it. It is fantastic. Maybe if enough people sit and buy it. Maybe if there's even 5 more people that buy it. Maybe Level 5 will finally say, look, 5 more purchases. This is the level that we had set to go ahead and start working on this. Please.
Yeah, maybe they'll release Deca Police after those 5 people buy it too.
Deca Police isn't coming out for like 5 years. But don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to Deca Police. But that's not coming anytime soon. Dark Cloud 3, they can sub that in. And Deca Police can get skipped over maybe like 2 more times. It'll be fine.
I actually played Dark Cloud 1. Enjoyed it. Didn't finish it. And I have both the 1 and 2 copy on PlayStation 2 up there somewhere. But yeah,
I think you should play it, Marcus.
I've never played 2. Yeah,
I think you should.
It's just sitting there. I might as well, right?
I think so. Yeah. You have it in your collection. Give it a go.
It's true.
Go for it.
Should play it here shortly. I think we're about to wrap up. All right, y'all. Well, Ron, where can people find you on the internet, friend?
Savoy Prime on all the things. Blue Sky, PlayStation, Steam, Backlogged, True Trophies, PSN Profiles.
All right. Real Matt.
You can find me as Nagachaka in the BFAM Discord on Blue Sky. And yeah, that's where you'll find me.
Marcus?
At Marcus O'Neill 79 on Blue Sky and my other 2 podcasts, Tiny Game Chronicles, that I do with my good friend Michael, where we cover a tiny video game every other week. Our most recent episode was pieced together, as Ron mentioned, and then my other show is Hype Factor that I do with our good friend John 32. It's a monthly show. I'm going to be recording that one with a special guest next week as well. So that episode should be coming out fairly soon too. So yeah, that's a Fantasy Critic podcast. I don't think I mentioned that. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, and yeah, the only place you can find me is in the BFAM Discord. And, Ron, it is 2026, and I don't feel the need to be on Blue Sky to figure out that you're a dong bro, okay?
Yeah,
so we'll
dong bros all day.
Oh,
I got my sweet potato. Me and Matt are ready to play Donkey Kong together. Dong bros 2026. There we go.
Before we wrap up the show, Ron trolls all the time, and he got me so damn good.
I wasn't gonna mention it.
I was legit actually mad because I'm like, I fell for this shit again. He DMs me. All he says is messed up the Switch 2 dock, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yes, and I'm like, you can't just say that. You're implying you have a Switch 2. I know it's on your radar because, you got family that want it. I'm like, do you have it? And he's not answering or whatever. And a part of me actually thinks he has it. And a part of me's like, no. But I'm like, okay, I've entertained this. And somehow I ask, and he's like, aha, got you again. And I was like, God damn.
Sweet summer child.
Before I fooled him, I actually sat there and took a picture of the light switch at the house of me flicking the switch. I gotta say, that's so good. I was dead.
Got me good. I was so mad at myself. Got me good.
It was so worth it.
The one day he gets it, I'm not going to believe him. The day he actually gets it, I'm like, nope.
Yep.
AI generated photo, video. Nope. I have to see it in person. I got to come down to North Carolina and actually see it. Photos and videos will not be enough evidence that you actually have.
Boy
one.
who cried sweet potato. Just the way it is.
Look, Monolith Software has a chance. It's going to be. We'll see. We'll see.
Got me good, Rod.
And Quag, don't forget, you actually do have a website, southernsass.com. So you can plug that.
There you go. Check it out.
There you go.
You already did, but thank you. All right, you have just experienced episode 6 of the Brothers from Another Mothership podcast. BFAM, y'all.
BFAM.
BFAM.
BFAM.